You're listening to Robert Kelly's
You Know What, Dude?
On the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
All right, here's the intro to Ninth of All. This is, I always bring new guys on. I always let the guys that are on the show introduce me to new guys because I like when new comics that I don't know come on the show. Sometimes, I think they hear the reputation of the show and, or I don't know, like we bust balls and we do bust balls, but here's the thing. We're all friends, we fuck around, but that's not all the show's about, I would imagine. We do talk about shit and we're funny and we have a good time. It's not ever in a mean way and it's never overdone, I think. I would never want to hurt one of my friends' feelings. I don't give a fuck. So, anyways, I think sometimes people come in and they have this perception of the show and almost like it's O&A or something, but it's not. We're much sillier than that and goofier. And this, we had Yannis Pappas, who I love, and Joe List, who I adore, Kelly Fastuca, who I would finger pop, and then this comic Phil Hanley, who came in and kind of went at me right out of the gate, and I kind of protected myself, went at him, snapped at him, and then he actually won. He's a funny guy. Phil Hanley's a very funny guy, and I liked him a lot, and I think Joe gave him a pep talk before the show or something. You gotta go right at him, kid, something like that. But this is a interesting show, interesting podcast with a new member of the YKWD comic family, Phil Hanley. So enjoy it. Ninth of All. And as always, make sure you go to the show and support our sponsors. That's how you support us. Amazon.com, Gamefly.com, and Tweaked Audio. Tweaked Audio is one of our new sponsors, and they're killing it for us. We love it. You guys are buying a lot of headphones, and here's how it works. Go to tweakedaudio.com, use the promo code DUDE, D-U-D-E, and you get 33% off already very cheap headphones, very low, and I don't mean cheap quality-wise. They're great headphones. Unbelievable headphones. I've got 3 pair. I bought 3 pair. I'm going to buy another 5 pair to give away as gifts. A lot of birthdays coming up. And headphones are great. Mic'd, non-mic'd. I don't know why you'd get non-mic'd. Just get mic'd. So you can use it with your phone. It's not like you're using an MP3 player or you're a fucking idiot. But tweakedaudio.com, 33% off. Use the code word DUDE. And guess what? Free shipping. And a limited lifetime warranty, whatever the fuck that means. Tweakedaudio.com. Go to Gamefly.com/YKWD. Join up for 2 weeks of free membership. It's almost a $20 value. And you get games shipped to your house. It's the Netflix of video games. And if you're buying anything that off Amazon, tech, anything, clothes, bags, shoes, food, a boat even, go to riotcast.com. The YKWD page. We have an Amazon link there. Use that link and you support us. We get money from every purchase that you use. So if you want to support the show, those 3 ways to support the show by supporting our sponsors. Thanks for listening. Enjoy this, motherfuckers.
Hey, gang. This is Colin Quinn.
This is Jim Norton.
This is Dennis Leary.
This is Opie from a lot of things.
This is Bert Kreischer. Stan Cook, and you are listening to Robert Kelly's You Know What, Dude?
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude? Ippy bippy baya, ippy bippy boo. Dippy dippy dia, yabba dabba doo.
Dude!
This is Robert Kelly's You Know What, Dude?
You know what, dude?
Okay, we're starting. I'm not waiting. Fuck everybody. This is What's up, man? Yannis Pappas in the house.
What's up? We on?
We're on, man.
Oh, man. I like the way you start. Natural. It's almost like the people who listen to this just walked in the door.
Well, you know what I hate is when you do a show and save it for the radio. Well, then don't have me on. Bring me on when the radio's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, hang on one second.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Yeah, no. I'm just enjoying the new studio, dude. This
nice.
probably looks very good in photos now.
Well,
and I am honored to be up there twice in 2 different situations.
you are up there twice.
I may be the only
shit.
guy up there who's up there twice. What? No. There's Soder.
Soda's up there twice. Kelly's up
he's
there
up
twice.
there 3 times, 4 times. All right.
I'm actually up there twice.
Well, it's your show. You're 3 times.
As I should be, right?
Yeah, as you should be.
Well,
Kelly's down there in the corner. She got her own one. This is looks like one of. Remember 9/11? Everyone was putting up their posters, pictures of loved ones. That's what this looks like. Not really.
Like a fence over in the East Village.
Yeah, you remember they put up there was this pictures everywhere.
Yeah.
Contact if lost. This has the same format. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's horrible.
Well, here it is, dude. No, you're complimenting my fucking some fans donate. Heather Graves is one of them, and we take that money and we put it back into the studio. And I figured, Rob Sprance does a show here now too, so we have different things to make it look like a different studio. So it's the Riotcast studio.
Right.
Not that everybody from Riotcast can tape here. We don't want that.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not really. I don't want all those people here, but me and Rob do it here. But we were talking about Dan Soda.
Dan Soda doing good for himself.
Yeah, which I want it to end. Look, man, here's the deal. You know what?
So wait, but that's kind of weird. You help him, and now that he's doing good,
I've done everything I could for him.
You want him to come back.
I think
it's like Pygmalion. What was that story of the guy Pygmalion? He carves her or whatever, and he mentors her, and then she leaves him. That's what happens.
You mean Pinocchio?
Is that Pinocchio?
I have no idea.
I think it's Pygmalion.
I would say Pinocchio is the same scenario. He
lies?
No. He made the little kid and then he left.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah,
same thing. All right.
Well, I don't know, dude.
So you think you made him? You made him?
No, I think
you definitely gave him a lot of exposure.
A lot of people made him.
Yeah.
And then, I think look, man, when people, this is the deal. When everybody likes you, I don't trust you. I know people don't like you, Giannis.
Yeah.
There's a
lot of people that don't.
There's people that don't like you.
And that makes you trust me.
And that makes me trust you because I know you're genuine. I know that you're not catering to anybody. You're not sitting there go, I want everybody to like me because I want what I want. You're going, I'll get what I get. I want what I want, but I ain't getting it that way. I'm getting it my fucking way. Like me the fuck or not. I'm a nice guy, but there's people who don't like me. There's people that will listen to the show that don't like me. You know what I mean? But it doesn't stop me. This is my fucking show. I do what I want to do. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
And
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's people. Hang on.
Is that me? I'm sorry about that.
It's not you. Yeah, it is you, you cocksucker. So people who, I don't trust people who never have people, because those are serial killers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Dan's a serial killer, but he's close.
Maybe, yeah.
This is when I knew. This is when I knew Dan was a fucking psycho. Ready?
You want me to get that? The door, how are we going to do this? The door's ringing.
Fucking Kelly.
Hang
on. Just give me 1 second.
Hello, Kelly.
All right, Kelly's back. We're back now. Here, I've developed this thing. I had to go answer the door. We paused it for a second. Giannis's iPhone 4. Boo.
I'm waiting for my contract to be up.
I'm waiting for my contract to be up. What are you, fucking...
I don't... But yeah, well, no, I mean, it's like $600 without the contract.
Well, walk in and in character, get some tape, use your fame, you fucking asshole.
Hello, can I get the new iPhone?
Yeah, all you gotta do is tweet out, I'm in Miami and I need a new fucking iPhone. I'll suck your dick. And then I work at the AT&T. Come in, I'll fucking...
I didn't think of that.
Oh, you use your fame, dude. Look, what else do we... Use the little fame that we have.
I have very little fame.
To get stuff.
I'm not gonna be able to get anything.
But I've developed this thing. Your phone fell off. It was vibrating. I put it over here. It fell off. And I developed this thing over the years. It's a crazy technique. When I drop anything, my foot kicks out. I kick it.
That's amazing.
So I've dropped hundreds of phones and I've kicked them.
Caught them on your foot?
And you break the fall.
Yeah.
So it's coming down and then it... vertical.
Yeah.
And then I kick it, and then it's a
Lateral.
horizontal.
Yeah, boom, horizontal. Yeah,
and then
it's gonna be a good technique for your baby that's coming up, man.
I understand. It's fucking not that interesting. But we were talking about soda. Yeah, it's like I'm not saying this one. I knew Dan scared me because he's always, hey, what's up, buddy? Hi, buddy. First of all, that's from Big J. So he always like, hey, buddy. He always does that. No, that's a Dan Soda thing. Big J did, and I go, that's Dan's thing. He goes, no, that's my thing. Dan took it from me.
He's got no. Who is Dan Soda?
Hang on, and then there's more. I say, hey, buddy, always smiling. Hey, smile. Hey, yeah, everybody, I'm a nice guy. And then I saw one night some lady threw a fucking piece of chocolate at him on stage, drunk white broad, and he got so mad out front. He got all blotchy, and he was like, fuck you. And he got angry. And I saw the angry Dan, and I was like, oh, yeah.
That's the real Dan.
Oh, yeah.
With the real Dan Soda, please stand up.
Let's make it L.A. Oh, yeah. Louder. Loud fucking.
Phil Hanley.
Say where you guys want to sit. Hey, buddy, how are you? Nice to meet you. We're already going, dude. I don't
this
fuck
is a
around.
good 20 minutes early. Show's about to go downhill. List is
Sit
here.
the fuck down. Oh. Yeah, look, we were talking about Dan Soda, and I could not fucking. I had to record it. I'm sorry. Everybody loves Dan.
How about it for Yannis leaving 70% of the couch unaccessible?
Let's give it up for you for being so thin that you can sneak by him without even touching him. How's that?
You want to get by? Well, there's two seats right there. Yeah.
Very thoughtful of you.
Yeah. Have
Well, can I fucking get by you?
You going over here? Why don't you sit over there?
Because I want to be on the couch. I don't want to take
All
the seat. His dad's dead. The whole thing.
Can you slip by? There you go.
Right.
Good to see you, Joe.
How inconsiderate can you be?
All right.
Wish I could say the same.
So, all right, put your headphones on. Let's get into this. Shut the phones off. We're talking headphones on.
Is Dan Soda a sociopath?
First of all, don't yell at me. See, that's why I love Joe. He's a fucking lunatic out of the gate. He's nice. He's crazy. He's just Joe.
Yeah.
People don't like Joe. People.
Nobody dislikes Joe List.
Nobody. No.
There's some colored people that don't care for it.
I'd fight anyone who doesn't like Joe List.
I wonder why. We were talking about Dan Soda, and everybody. I was saying I want to see the fall.
He's always on, is what you're saying. He's always on. He's always performing.
I just want to see the fall. I want to see it. I want to be there for it. I want to see him looking back up at all of us, going, "Guys, can I come home?" And we go, "Yeah, come on home. Come in, take a nap. Sleep on the couch. You can have your own room back, Dan. Look at go ahead, get your own room
we
back.
We never changed it.
Yeah, with photos of the Macho Man, an Indian,
49ers.
Yeah,
but
the 49ers.
You've been around for a while, isn't it? Isn't he just on a high right now? Doesn't it come back down? Isn't it a roller coaster? This business?
I don't think so, man. There's certain guys that don't come back down for years. It's a slow and steady. It's just up. Something happened. Up. The only thing we can hope for is that he can't. That first 25 that he wrote wasn't his. Somebody gave, like Joe List gave it to him. Right. Joe sat down and go, "All right, kid, I'm gonna help you."
I'm a better writer than that. My God. Whew. Thanks for laughing off mic, so I just look like a piece of shit now. Oh boy, talk about great comics. Look how handsome he is.
He's very handsome.
Phil Hanley.
The outfit's a little embarrassing. But.
It's the
I
sweater.
feel like I'm doing a Schindler's List podcast.
My grandparents are survivors.
I don't care. That's not my fault. They couldn't get out quick enough.
I don't even get the Schindler's List reference.
He's a very thin in the cardigan. It's a very.
I got you.
He looks like the pianist.
Yeah, I got you.
The pianist. You could fucking actually make it less funnier.
Less funnier. Excellent English, Bobby.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
Less funniest.
I don't even know you. So can we introduce
Phil Hanley?
Phil Hanley.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver.
Vancouver. Ooh, one of my favorite places on the planet Earth.
Right.
It is. You ever been?
I have never been to Vancouver.
It's fucking beautiful.
But I heard it's good. I heard it's gorgeous.
It is. It's nice.
It's unbelievable.
A lot of great comics come out of there.
They film. I've never heard of that, but they do film a lot of our TV and movies up there.
Yep.
A lot of TV. Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, that was a gem.
Filmed in Vancouver.
Between Battlestar Galactica and Phil, they don't have much of a resume here.
Battlestar Galactica was a fucking great show.
Yeah, it is a great comic. Oh, thanks, guys.
I like to put my neck out for somebody, and then as soon as they sit down, tell you they suck.
I wish we did that with Dan.
This is eating you up, dude. His success is eating you up.
No, it's not eating me up. It's that he...
is he consuming like therapy sessions now? Are you like this?
No, not yet. No, he's not Dane. Why is he so successful? No, it's one thing too. I just want to say to you guys. I really need to say it to you guys. Actually, I was going to give a little speech before the show, not to talk over each other, but you guys don't do that. It's Lewis, Jay, and Dan. Literally just blah 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 over everybody, and I'm getting a lot of complaints about the talk, but you guys don't do that, so I'm not going to even give you the pep talk, even though I kind of did in a weird way. Tell you not to do that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you winking at me.
You don't do
Yannis know that he's the one that does it. Really thoughtful of you.
Fuck you, Joe List.
Good to see you, Yanni.
Good to see you, buddy.
You look terrific.
I've been losing weight. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kelly noticed it when I walked in. She kind of gave me the glaze over. I like that. And the attraction. The attraction is back.
What you been doing, honey? Huh?
I lost a little weight. Bobby noticed when I came in. He did it in a really anti-Semitic way. It would offend most people, just like people with class or whatever. But I did lose a little. Thank you.
You did. I'm actually not looking at your mouth. I'm actually watching your Adam's apple go up and down.
It's been a while since you've seen one of those.
Yeah. No, actually, I paid for one a couple weeks ago.
Did you get with that? What he just said?
Yeah, it was a fat joke.
Yeah. Okay.
It was great. It was
great. It deserved.
He's not. That was actually good. Yeah, the good ones I get.
Oh, okay.
I'm a comic too. You fucking asshole. Yeah. It was a fucking good fat joke.
Speaking of which, where's the bandana?
Right in the middle.
Oh, it starts in the middle now. It's like
we're starting in the middle.
Usually you just re-inherit it.
Well, you've gotten it plenty of times. Don't kid yourself.
That's because I throw out a lot of jokes. I'm over here making jokes.
Yeah, you do. You throw out a lot of stuff and
Dave
a lot of
Winfield.
swings and misses.
Yeah.
But we had a show last week or whatever it was. We had this civilian on, and I forget that I just have you guys on, and you're a comic. I expect you walk in and just sit down and you get the vibe, you get the gist. We can all talk, we can bust balls, we can go wherever the conversation goes because that's what we do all the time. But civilians,
Phil and I had a 9-hour meeting before this.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Thank
you.
I'm not tying
I'll tell
that
you,
thing.
I didn't like the joke, but I liked his excitement, little smile, and his little feet started to wiggle when he thought of it, which I wasn't going to give him the bandana for it. So don't tie it, just put it on there.
I already did that. But
I forget that these civilians, like regular Joes, come in here, and first of all, they know all of us, or they know two of us, and they get fucked up real quick. This kid we had on, Glenn, we'll call him Glenn.
That's what we had to call him. We had to change his name.
I looked over at one point, and he was glowing with sweat. He literally went from a normal human being, glowing, when these lights in here too just made it extra glowing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, I gotta go. And he's like, I gotta leave. And he just left. He just panicked, had an anxiety attack.
You can't say who it was, or
I can't. Well, fuck him.
What was he doing here?
Danny, you were here.
Yeah, Joe was here.
What was he doing here? Why was he a guest? Who is he?
I like to invite different people on. I don't like to have the same ass people, and sometimes I like to invite just people that maybe shouldn't be on, like regular civilians, an actor or a friend or somebody. I want to have a fan on someday, a fan of the show, just to come on. But I forget that we make this shit look easy just by talking. But he just sat there, and then something happened where he just fucking lost it.
Something happened was that we were watching porn together, watching Miss Delaware sucking a dick. That's what happened, and I think it got concerned.
Clean it up, Jesus Christ, Kelly.
Performing fellatio, and he got a bit worried because he has a job that's very important with like benefits and stuff. Like proper paychecks.
He
got
well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
By the way, I went back and watched the Miss Delaware at home with the privacy man at home.
So did I.
Some of her feet.
So did I.
I couldn't get over the feet.
How big her feet are?
And she's like Shaq.
I said it was here. She had huge feet.
No, I know you. I heard you say it, but I couldn't see. I have bad eyes, and I went home. It's bananas. It's like half the screen.
Her feet are fucking ginormous,
right?
And you think they're not. You keep looking at them, and then as the video goes on, you're like, oh my fucking god, bigger than the dude she's sucking his dick. bigger feet than him.
Right.
She
Yeah.
had long fingers and long hands as well. Yeah, I watched it a bit.
It makes me so sad because these interview porns that they have where they'll talk to the girl for a couple minutes like she's a human being. Like, so where you from? And then it's just at the end, there's always that scene where she's on her knees and there's jizz on her face and she's trying to keep one eye open because it burns and they're still asking her questions and she's like, yep, yeah, all right, and they're like, all right, go ahead, wipe it off, okay, and then she just runs like, I fucking hate myself. It's like, oh.
You could tell, I think, that she wasn't like a tortured girl. I think she was just she was mad at her dad. Like, she didn't belong there. And she's gonna regret it.
No, look,
sad.
she needed the money.
Yeah.
I think she needed. It was $1,500, which is not a lot of money to suck a dick on film. In these days, 20 years ago, you could suck a dick on film and it might never be seen.
Yeah, now the internet, it's just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's just out there, and that fucking second, it's out there for everybody and for free. I remember I used to have a porno, The Red Tape. And
the Red Tape.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember you couldn't find it. You had to like hunt it down. You couldn't just get it. It was like, it was like Faces of Death. Remember that? You couldn't just go.
Great porn.
Is he going to do that and just point at every good joke that he likes?
He's very funny.
I know, that's why I have him on. I'm friends with him too.
Okay, really stands out on this. But on this podcast, he really stands out.
I know. I get what you do. You throw digs. We got you. We got it, alt guy. You're witty and you're smarter than everybody. Why don't you and Greg groups go fuck each other?
He really is sitting in.
I'd better looking to that.
Yeah, you're better looking too. If you're like a 5 o'clock shadow at fucking 10 in the morning.
God, he really is sitting in Dan Soda's chair, isn't he?
Everybody loves fucking thinning hair. Yeah, you.
That works well for you. Then,
Yeah, it
Megan.
does. I gave up. I'm honest about it. I'm not trying to part a fucking hairdo.
Thinning hair. I've never really.
You guys got instant chemistry.
This is you two now. I've done all I can do for you.
Don't look at him. I'm right here.
I love the Joe's joke. I didn't know that I
liked it
laugh
too.
at Joe's joke.
I liked it too.
Okay, you just had a funny way of showing
I
it.
laughed. I didn't have to go ha and point at him. What are we in vaudeville?
It was funny.
What are you, a club manager from the 40s? Ha! The kid's funny.
It was funny.
Shut the fuck up.
I feel like Danny. I'm gonna go.
Actually, okay, go ahead.
Joey's left you out to dry. He's just laughing and letting it all
I'm laughing
happen.
at both of you.
Oh, God.
I'm here to make friends.
We're off to the races.
I was just trying to make friends with everybody.
Oh my God, I got Jake Johansson fucking 2013 on my show. Hey, I'm just here doing things that I...
Phil has been on Craig Ferguson, so let's give him a little bit of...
Oh, shit, why didn't you say that?
Twice.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Apology accepted.
I apologize.
Was it
I
twice?
didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it was twice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Giannis. Joe.
No problem, buddy.
I don't like that he's...
Kelly, always a pleasure.
Hey, mate.
Oh, fuck you. Where's his mic? I'm turning it down. Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Now talk, stupid. Go do the Nerdist. Yeah, I think that this guy that was on the show, I feel bad. I felt because I don't want anybody to lose their fucking job over this dumb podcast, but I don't want anybody to feel like, honest to God, I don't want somebody to have an anxiety attack either. All you got to do is say, look, I can't talk about this shit. We had the guy from the WWE on the week before, and we're talking about Will Sylvince's huge cock. It just, that's...
Talking, showing it around.
I don't give a fuck who you are. That's what comics talk about. We talk about cocks and farts and stupid shit. You know what I mean?
And smelling Kelly's sister's cunt when she came to America.
Yeah,
things,
that's right.
Things that Americans do.
It's just, look, our sense of humor is a little darker than everybody else's, and I got to start vetting these people before they come on. I have Kelly say, look, we might be talking about huge black cock and Australian pussy. So are you cool with that? Are you cool? And here's the thing, too, is I think if you don't talk about it and you're in the room, you don't get in trouble. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I think he knows he fucked up a bit because when I spoke to him the next day, he was like, oh, I got home and I got high and we just kind of joked and laughed about it. And I was like, you fucking left in the middle of a show. When he turned to you and went, cut it, like he did the sign, cut it, and you were like, get the fuck out then.
It just
it was
reminds...
fantastic.
It reminds you, though, like how much people can't say.
Yeah.
You know, like we get so lost in the world that we just say whatever.
Giannis, that's why people like
can't say
shit. That's why people shoot up, like go to their work and like shoot people at their work because they can't express themselves.
Yeah,
They can't
you're
say it,
right
but we
about
can do
that.
it.
In
When,
post,
to
can
its
we add
extreme
some-
example, yeah.
Can we add some strings to that Giannis speech in post?
I actually
People
liked
just
it.
don't. They just don't know.
I was going to say
I got
something.
teared up, buddy.
I was going to say something about Kelly, but I actually agree with her too. And then, I only agree with Kelly because I was about to say something, but then you went, "No, that's true." And I went, "Oh, if Giannis agrees, then I agree too. I'm with Giannis always."
What's his job? What was his job? Or can you say?
We say he worked for a big
social media,
and
it's blue.
It's dark blue.
It's blue and white.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
By the way, the top 2 social medias are both blue and white.
I know. That's why I said dark blue.
Is that the joke?
Is Twitter blue? Is it really blue?
Oh boy, we gave it away.
It's not Twitter. Let's put it this way. It's not Twitter and it's blue.
Oh, okay.
It ends with a ook.
Oh, jeez. This podcast should end with that ook.
I can't believe you can't laugh on that.
I loved it.
I was kidding, dude.
Oh, okay.
I
Came
loved it.
across as
Pete, I'm sorry,
mean-spirited.
buddy.
Have you guys have never met?
No, we haven't.
This is so good to feel the awkwardness of like. I don't even. I'm like, is it real? Do they? Are they gonna like each other? How's this gonna go?
Fine with, I actually like him a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I like him a lot. He's not just sitting there.
I was
seems
enjoying
like a
it.
nice guy.
Yeah, he is a nice guy. We hung out all night last night.
We did. We had a
Yeah.
great time.
We had a great time.
Wow.
He is a good dude and a funny guy. Very
All
funny.
right, I get it.
Oh, Jesus. God, who's sitting in Dan's soda seat now? Jesus, Giannis. Fucking hell.
Can I tell a Phil Hanley joke?
Yeah, please. Why can't he tell it?
He because it's a fun joke and I want to be the one that gets to tell it.
Okay, good.
I had sex with a girl and then afterwards she was like, "Can I use your toothbrush?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "No," and then she's like, "Why not? We had sex." And he's like, "Yeah, but I wanted to use that toothbrush again."
It's a good joke, but you just chopped it up.
Wow,
man. The rhythm's off. Yeah.
Is that not it?
Yeah, that's
It
close.
is the gist, but you just fucked it up.
She said she
Because you're not a good vehicle. That's the problem. That's why your career's where it is.
Yeah, you. That really.
I
Jesus.
had a one night stand with a girl. She used my toothbrush, and then the crowd goes gross. And I go, "Yeah, totally." And she tried to justify it. She said, "We had sex. What's the difference?" And I said, "Well, the difference is I wanted to use that toothbrush again."
Yeah.
Yeah, that
makes it
was better.
Yeah.
That is a joke.
Well,
that was better.
Still bombed that time too.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
No, pass me them bandana on my clothes.
Yeah, why would you do that to somebody, dude? You don't bring up their jokes and then hack it up.
Just hack it up.
Let me do a Giannis bit. Do you have a wig?
I've got a dress for you, Joe. You want to pop a dress on,
Why
baby?
don't you do a Dan Soda bit?
You think this bad neighborhood?
You think this bad neighborhood?
I don't know any other bits.
You think this bit? That was like every
it, right?
character mixed together.
That's his Russian bit.
Oh my god!
You think this bad neighborhood?
You don't think first of all, I love Dan. I want to get. We were talking about. I want to see him fail, and I do because I think it's healthy for everybody. I've seen it happen to Joe. It's happened to me a couple times. It happened to Giannis.
My whole life.
Just for 14 years, yeah.
How long you been doing comedy?
12 years.
Okay.
Ooh, that number got smaller. But keep going.
Six.
Well,
I took 2 years off. I've started 14 years ago.
You took 2 years off as a choice, or did the business tell you to take 2 years off?
It was kind of a choice, but I wasn't anywhere in the business.
Really?
Yeah. I got shot and,
I'm sorry, what?
I got shot, yeah.
I'm sorry. You shot like a bullet?
With a gun, yeah.
Why did you get shot?
Why
the fuck
I was
am I-
saving children in Algeria. It's the long story.
Are you
No, I'm
kidding me?
Nah, it was like an attempted robbery, carjacking thing.
Did I know this? And I just didn't care about you and I forgot it?
No, I don't think it's ever come up.
You don't lead with I got shot on the fucking show?
In his defense, it's not that great of a story.
I heard the story. I thought it was crazy.
It's a great story.
Was crazy good?
Yeah, I was like, it was intense. Man.
I just did like one of those PBS shorts on it with Scott Moran's thing.
Man, remember that guy that's something about?
So just watch that so we
was
can
the
move
story
on.
told.
Yeah, we just watched that
Why
later.
you don't like the story? Why are you trying?
I'm joking.
Oh, I want to hear how you got shot.
I got shot point blank range with a 38
How do you know it was point blank?
because I was wrestling with the guy.
So you were wrestling with the guy?
Not
So
wrestling, but I grabbed his arm. He was here.
Stop.
Yeah.
So you're where?
I was. You want the whole story?
Listen, I'm gonna ask you the questions. Just where were you?
I was in a car
At night?
At night.
And you're in a car, and and then what happens? How does this guy confront you with a gun?
I was leaving. I used to work, when I first started doing comedy, I was working in nightclubs. So I was leaving with my friend who's a promoter.
What'd you do at a nightclub?
I did like the list, the cashier, odd jobs. At this particular place, I was doing the cashier.
Okay.
So we left together. He's carrying thousands of dollars in cash with him. So we walk up to his car. We had a bodyguard with us, and he like a box of flyers, whatever, right, that he had for another party. Or
so
whatever.
you gave the bodyguard a box of flyers, and you guys carried the money.
He had the money.
Okay.
I'm just a fucking cashier.
Okay.
If there was any trouble, he'd give him some paper cuts.
Maybe tie that around.
Fuck that. It's too intense of a story. That's a damn good joke. The bodyguard had a box of flyers. That's the bodyguard had.
No, paper cuts. That was
dick.
not a good joke.
It's a pretty good joke.
Or maybe you're just not a bad vehicle. Maybe you should write for late night. Or something.
Use vehicle again. That'll work.
Phil, will you say that joke for him?
Yeah, I can punch that up, Joe.
By the way, I think the third time Yannis uses vehicle, it's going to get a big laugh.
Well, I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just trying to explain.
Jesus, Joe. He's trying to cool yourself up with hot coffee.
I'm taking 20.
Why don't you take your pea coat off?
Isn't a pea coat,
I
you
know.
douche.
The fact that you looked, too, just makes me angry that you went to look to see what coat you had on. It's your coat.
I love when he does that. Pushes the mic up.
All right, go ahead.
He's out.
Just did Luis Gomez push the mic away.
Can you pull it down so I can talk to him, though?
Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah.
So the guy comes up and says what?
Yeah, no, I was kind of getting in the passenger side seat, and I kind of looked over my shoulder, and I saw him kind of come out from
With
the
your
dark.
peripheral or your Indian fucking intuition?
Yeah, just kind of New York. You always look over your shoulder, you
Right.
know? And I saw him coming out from a dark vestibule, and he had like a mask.
A what?
Dark vestibule.
Okay.
Good vehicle.
I like the blowjobs in those back in the late 90s.
Oh, did you really?
I love fucking vestibule blowjobs.
From gals? Or questionables?
No,
Okay.
never a well, no.
All right.
Hermaphrodite? No.
Okay.
No, she wasn't questionable. I knew what she was. Go
All right.
ahead.
Full woman. All right. And then so he's coming out of the vestibule. I kind of look over, and then like I tried to get into the car.
So you tried to run.
No, I tried to get in and tell him to drive because I knew it was about to happen.
Right.
And he saw me see him, so he kind of sped up, and he kind of, before I got a chance to close the door, he kind of was in the car. And there it was.
His arm.
His upper body. It was a Jeep.
So his upper body was in the car, and you shut the door on it, and he's got a gun.
I tried to shut the door, but his body kind of blocked me shutting the door and pushed my arm in. So he's in the car above me, like on me now with the gun.
So you're wrestling, and there's a gun.
I saw the gun. I grabbed his arm.
What kind of gun?
It ended up being a 38. I know that from the bullet. Yeah.
At the beginning, it was an Uzi, but then it ended up being a 38. That's a fucking good joke, too. I'm mad at everybody in here.
Sorry, Giannis. Sorry about that.
Jesus Christ.
I like that.
It ended up being a 38? How are we not making fun of that? That's hilarious.
Looks like Joe introduced us to his replacement. That'll be starting.
I know. I like that Phil will turn on anybody. Phil. All right, so
ended up being a 38. We're not jumping on that? Are you shitting me?
It looks like Bobby's got a new sniper in the room, and he's Canadian.
What did the gun end up being?
Look, he's starting to get seriously. He's starting to get seriously flustered.
I think that the studio audience is fucking laughing, or whatever. The people at home, whatever the fuck.
Studio audience.
By the way, sorry, Kelly is shooting this with an iPad, but it looks like you're just reading and like not interested in anything. It's a nice visual joke for the radio listeners.
That's what I actually told Kelly to do from the show from now on, is read.
Don't talk to me, guys.
I got an overwhelming response. Can you have Kelly read during the show?
By the way, Kelly, when you came back from Australia, you shit on me.
Oh, are we
Remember
going to
that
go
we
back
had?
here again, Yannis?
Yeah, remember we had that
Come on.
conversation.
Yeah, we have. I thought we talked it out.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we talked
No,
about it.
I'm like, no, I wasn't shitting on you.
Yeah, you were
It
like,
came
what?
across like you
I
were
wasn't
shitting
even
on him.
shitting. I wasn't even, because I like told you. I was like, oh, we were joking around, and I said, Yana said this, and I had to correct
That's
it on the
right,
show.
it wasn't that bad. I'm
Because
sorry.
otherwise I would have not have said anything, just bitched about you behind your back.
Oh,
I know
okay.
I would never do that because I love you. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you finish this, Giannis? I feel like my good friend Giannis was about to get shot, and then he got. Are we just gonna? Well, he's here. So
Joe just keeps breaking the rhythm with his attempted jokes.
Joe, you don't fucking listen to that. You keep trying.
Yeah, Joe.
Keep swinging.
All right,
Thank
keep
you.
taking cuts there, Ricky
Go
Henderson.
ahead. What do you got? You're in the car. You're wrestling. You try to grab his cock.
So
you invented a character called Mauricia.
Yeah, and then boom.
No, what happened?
No, so then, yeah.
But why wouldn't you point the gun? Why wouldn't you focus? Now, I'm just saying this as a guy that has. I think all New Yorkers have had that scenario run through your head. Like, if someone holds a gun, you a knife, what would you do? Every time I walk my dogs, I look for a weapon as soon as I walk out, like something to hit somebody with.
What kind of dog do you get?
I got 2 silky terriers.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Well, I don't have a fight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, I always look for something to, defend myself with walking around this fucking city, because I know so many people that forget it's New York because Giuliani made it all Disney.
Yeah.
But my friend's wife was on the train at night coming home from work one night, and she fell asleep because she's taken the train home so many nights, and it's all right. And then she got mugged. She got punched in the face, knocked the fuck out.
Jesus.
She woke up with her purse gone and one titty hanging out with a bite mark on it.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. On the last part.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Joe laughed when you said the scary part.
Jesus.
I love this. I like to
I love
support
how
my
he's
friends on the
laughing
show.
about that. Like that was, I was like, that was pretty brutal.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like a bite mark on the titty. I was like,
protect
is she
myself.
okay? He's like, I'm just kidding.
So you sucked a dick for a steak, Yannis?
No, that was me. That was me.
Yeah, so I grabbed his arm to get it away from me. I was grabbing it because he had a gun, and it was just an instinct. Like, I wanted it away. And I guess I pushed it down. He fired. At some point, he fired.
He fired into your
inner thigh.
Inner thigh. So you pointed the gun near your dick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why would
Not
you-
on purpose.
Why wouldn't you point it, hold it away from you?
I don't know, man. I don't. It's like you're wrestling with. Like, I don't know. I just wanted it away. I must have pushed him down.
You just thought, point it to the smallest possible target.
Yeah.
Small dick joke. Can I work my way back, starting with a small dick
I
joke?
like the Joe is back.
I gotta dumb it down for you
Back.
clowns. It's gotta be a dick joke.
Do you still have scars?
So-
I got a little bullet. That's like just a bullet hole.
Let me ask you a question. So after you get shot, what happens? Does he run? Because he just shot a fucking human? Does that freak him out?
Yeah. Well, I knew it's a weird thing to explain. I knew I was shot, but I didn't. It's kind of all happening. So you know it is, but you don't. That's the only way I can explain it. But I guess instinctually, like I pretended that I knew I wasn't that hurt, but I pretended like I was more hurt than I was. So
I've done that.
Yeah, because I kind of slid down. Because I didn't want him to shoot anymore. I didn't want him to fire. And then he kind of just like slid. I remember him kind of like kicking me out of frustration or something, and then he ran. Yeah.
So not only did he shoot you, then he kicked you.
I think so.
Out of frustration.
Out of frustration or something. Yeah, it was a weird kick.
Did they get the money?
No, I didn't have the money.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
Were you in the car when
I'm a
it happened?
fucking man. I'm not going to cry. Huh?
Giannis, were you in the car?
I was in the car. Sitting in the... I was in the car. Yeah. And I slid out of the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What'd the other guys do? What'd the bouncer do?
The bouncer had walked back around the corner when this happened. He had put the box of flyers in the back with us, and he walked back around, and then we were getting in the car. It was right in the corner, so he had
What'd the
already
other guy
turned
do?
the corner.
Okay.
The other guy, who was my friend, ran. He got out of the car and ran. I was like screaming.
That's good.
I'm glad you addressed it, because all I was thinking was, what happened to the box of flyers? That's all I really...
So those were safe.
They were safe.
So next week you did have a full house.
They were safe. Yeah, they were safe.
That's crazy. So you get shot, and now what? Does it burn?
It burns hot. Heat.
Did it go through your leg, or did
no? It stayed in my leg.
Is it
lodged
still there?
itself
Are
in
you
its
like
ass.
Iron Man?
No, it was in there for a couple of years, and then like your body will push a foreign object to the surface. So eventually, it made it.
So one day you're taking a shit and you heard nickels hit the bottom of the toilet.
No, it's actually a funny story. I had to go to the surgeon to get it removed. This is a true story. So they put me under.
I hope it is. I hope you're not lying to us.
Yeah, they put my legs up.
Have you been lying to me before?
Son of a bitch.
It would be a good story. If I was gonna make one up, it would be something like that.
You know what? You can just say. You can just tell the story. You don't need to preface it with "This is true." We got it.
Well, no, because it's like this is funny.
We trust you, is what I'm saying.
All right. So they had my legs up, like I guess a woman at the gynecologist, because he was operating to take the bullet out like under my ass cheek, So and I was out. They put me under, and then I was coming to, and they were under him and the nurse were under there, and I just farted right in their face as they were taking. That's what woke me up, was like a fart, and I just woke up to them cracking up.
Really?
I farted right on the doctor. His face was right there, like right by my ass, taking
right by
the
your
bullet.
fucking Greek hairy ass.
I farted right
Smell
on.
like olives and feta.
Oh.
Dude, I didn't know where I was. I just remember farting, and then I just slowly kind of came to, and they were just kind of laughing.
So you came to?
Yeah.
Joe's back. Joe's back.
There won't be a better joke this podcast. I farted and then I came to.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So could you walk? Did it take a while to get back?
I couldn't shit. I had to hold, like, I couldn't sit on a toilet because it was too swollen and sore. So I had to, like, hold myself up in my arms while I shit, like, hovered like a girl.
Like you were at the airport.
Yeah. Kind of. Is that what you do at the airport?
They're pretty dirty, yeah.
Yeah, I don't shit in airports.
I shit in airports. There's a whole thing on Mythbusters that, the piss is actually okay to sit in.
Really?
Yeah, because it's clean. It's clean. It has ammonia in it.
You're not gonna get sick, but you're
Might
sitting
get
in
a bit of
someone's
herpes
piss.
or something. You clap.
Can't get it that way.
Is that not, that's not a fact?
No, it is cleaning. You could use it. Yeah, if you want to clean your feet, you can piss on them because it has ammonia in it. Piss has ammonia in
That's
it.
why you piss on
I just did
jellyfish stings because
I
it
don't know how excited you guys all go. Really? You can do that?
Well, I got germ issues when it comes to like airport bathrooms, and that was good news for me for a second.
Yeah, you're all set.
Yeah,
you can bathe in it.
I've developed germ issues over traveling so much. I don't give a shit. I'll eat whatever it is. I'll touch things. I'll shit anywhere. But over the years, I've developed that. Once you get sick, and you have to do the next gig because you need to pay rent.
Yeah,
you get fucking weird, right?
Yeah,
it's like I'm not. I carry the fan juice. I carry that with me all the time. Wash my hands. But I'll sit. I know that my asshole, the part of your ass.
I'm familiar. The hole, yeah.
We know what you're talking about.
The part that you breathe out of, yeah.
Wow. The sitting on somebody's piss is not a big. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's not like
you don't wipe it down though before you sit.
Of course, I'm not a savage. I don't just sit down in like shit stains.
Well,
but I do.
If you really got to go, you do. You ever do that where like you got to shit and you just like fuck it?
No,
you just plop down.
No, because it takes 2 seconds. If it took 30 minutes, I would do that.
There's always time.
It literally takes 2 seconds to wipe whatever stains you see off.
I have a 30-minute regime that I do.
No, you never had that moment though where you're gonna like about to shit your pants and you
Don't
just
get to that moment, Yannis. Like,
it's happened to
No,
everybody.
What are you eating?
Well, now I've changed my diet. I haven't had diarrhea in a month and a half. So,
Oh, me either.
I've changed my diet too. I haven't had sugar or carbs. I'm not going to have them for 3 weeks. It's day 4, and then I started juicing.
You're gonna look good soon. We're gonna look like the old headshots.
I don't want to look like my old headshots. I just want to. I really don't want to get into shape. With that, I have to. The last time I got into shape, I got abs. Like I was running, but I was working out like an athlete, like running up Runyon Canyon, the hard part, running down, and then going to the gym for 2 hours and eating egg whites at night. I don't want that shit. I just want to not die.
Right, you want
at
to do
45.
Yeah, the health thing.
Yeah, I just want to eat.
That's why I'm doing it. Like I don't need abs or anything. I'm not even working out. I want to feel better.
Well, me and Sherrod filmed that Travel Channel pilot, the food show where we go. It's literally a food competition show. We don't have to eat like a 7-pound hamburger like Adam Richmond did, but we have we'll go to 10 restaurants and whoever taps out first wins, whatever. But it's more about going to Miami or a town and seeing the place through the food of the town and meeting the people and all that shit. But halfway through, I'm like, dude, I'll fucking die on this show. If this gets picked up, I'm losing a foot. I'm done. I'm gonna get diabetes. I'm gonna die. So it's like I gotta get into shape.
Just in case you get it.
Well, if I get it, it's not that bad eating. I think they did a test run and it was 8,000 calories. They did like a test show. Wow. Which
that's too many calories.
Too many calories. But if you're working out, and I think they reprogrammed the whole concept of it where we walk in they have a 40-inch pizza. You can just do one slice, and then we go to another place, and then like you can fucking have the weirdest food, like a seafood sausage I had. And then maybe he might be like, oh, that sucks, or whatever. It is what it is. It's more like a combination of shows. We don't have to eat, like that guy got really sick from eating a fucking, a pancake the size of a hubcap. I mean, he got sick, like really fucked with him, like, you know, his body. He started falling
Body
apart.
sick, yeah.
Body sick.
Yeah, like I always saw that shit, and I was like, the show started out where he won a couple, but then it got to the point where it's like, I'm here in Denver, and I'm gonna eat 7 hamburger colossal. It's a pizza, hamburger, French fries, onion rings, and 17 pancakes. And it's like, no, you're not. I know you're not. Right out of the gate, it's not going to happen. You're going to try to do it. You're going to get fucking sick and ill. And there's an audience around him, too, so you really can't fake it. It's like, fuck that. And then there's people, I felt bad, too, because there's this, you know, you watch this, you ever see Vice Guide on YouTube?
No.
No.
It's the most disturbing shit I've ever seen in my life. These guys are great. They're going to have a show on HBO coming out. If you Google Vice Guide on YouTube.
Is it affiliated with the magazine Vice?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, those guys. They just go to fucking, you know, they go to the shittiest places in the world and show you what it's like.
Oh,
and
I do that all the time.
Huh?
I do that all the time.
Well,
You do a show there.
Yeah.
Like Liberia. They went to Liberia, and it's like, you know, they used to.
That's a cool show. I'd want to see that.
Yeah, it's-
going to the biggest shitholes, the most dangerous places. And
You can't stop watching it. It's like they go to these warlords that are no longer warlords because the war is over. So they're regular dudes now. But the one guy was called the Naked whatever, and he would go into battle naked. Him and all his dudes would just be fucking bare ass naked, and they would kill a child and drink its blood.
Wow.
And he said it like it's like, yeah, we go to John's Pizza before a show and have a slice of pizza to, you know, kind of get in the mood.
Let's go eat. You guys hungry? Let's go eat a baby. All right.
Let's go eat Brian. Little Brian.
They fucking would just find a kid and kill him and drink his blood. And
You guys
eat
in
his
the mood
heart.
for baby blood? No, I had it yesterday. I don't know.
Jeremy, come here for a second.
And they showed a video of like these kids. These are other kids.
Jesus Christ.
Would be holding up like the inside, and there'd be like a dead kid, and then they're like la la la, and they got guns and fucking kooky hats, and they're just holding up a kid's heart.
Jesus.
It's fucking nuts. And then here I am, you know, fucking overeating at a fucking IHOP for a TV show.
Yeah.
It made me sad. You know what I mean?
Right.
But fuck them, dude.
who?
No, because other
Kids.
people would hear that.
Fuck
Dead
kids.
People would be like,
Boo.
"We got it so good." You know, a lot of people would go like, "We got it so good. We're so spoiled. We never realized." Because in Liberia, they're eating kids. But you know what? Fuck them. Why don't they stop eating kids?
They can't.
They're so delicious.
It's fucking. Have you ever had a kid?
Oh, baby
Oh my
blood
God,
is
dude.
delicious.
You get that fucking Korean sauce. I had a bimbap bip kid. Oh,
God.
so good.
Oh, God, they are good. Babies are
But it is
delicious.
look, man. These fucking. They went to North Korea, which was crazy.
How did they get in? I thought only Dennis Rodman could get in there.
Nope. They're the guys who sent Dennis Rodman.
Oh, really?
They sent Dennis Rodman. Yeah, they went a while back, but you can go on a tour of. You have to be chosen, and they run these tours, but it's a propaganda tour where, you know, they'll set up everything. Even the restaurant you go to is set up. Like you just show up at here, but they knew you were coming.
They blindfold you on the way there. See how wonderful it is.
All it is how America's fucking evil,
Yeah.
and how they're unbelievably great.
Yeah.
They do this crazy thing. There's around I don't know 120,000 people in the stadium, and you sit there on one half of the stadium, and the other half of the stadium. You know how they hold the cards up at like the Super Bowl, and they in unison they all flip them and it makes something.
Yeah.
They do a show with that, but 70,000 kids or people, Koreans, have these cards, and they hold them up at certain times, and it's like watching TV. They do it so amazingly.
Wow. Those kids are probably having a ball doing that.
I
Probably
know.
love every moment.
We do that, but then Dane
They're
Cook
one if
performs.
they're like a.
What'd you say?
I said we do that, but then Dane Cook performs. he sells a lot of tickets.
He does. That's the first person to use the bandana to wipe shit sweat off his forehead.
How do you get rid of the bandana once you have it? How
Somebody
does
else has to throw
Someone
a
else
bomb
has to-
up.
Just
Oh, really?
Joe's.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
coming.
Okay.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, okay.
That's
I was just
coming.
wondering because I felt bad that Joe still had the bandana. But
No, he usually has it because he does throw out a lot of
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah, Joe
Yeah.
swings a lot.
I
Great
come on the
jokes.
podcast and try to be funny.
yeah, you do a heck of a job.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Takes risks.
Thanks for that. Ha! Did you ever hear the story about the famous Harvard Yale Yale.
He just hired you back.
Yeah, I was sending it back your way.
All right, it felt like you mocked me.
No, I was mocking this fucking dummy. Did you ever hear about the Harvard-Yale thing? They did that. I forget which school did it to who, but these guys penetrated the school for like an entire year and pretended that they went to whatever. Say a Yale kids went to Harvard for like a year, faked it, and they set up that thing at halftime of the Harvard-Yale game, and the whole student body flipped it, and it said, "We suck."
Really?
Yeah. It's like a famous
That's
thing.
fucking
Or maybe it said
brilliant.
Harvard sucks or something.
I love it.
Harvard, Yale.
Yeah, but
Kelly,
that's
you
so
on
fu-
it? It's something. I don't know.
But
I thought you were looking that up. I got excited. All right, just fuck me.
All right.
Yeah, but that's their. But that you understand though? That's their like.
Tie it again.
You know how we have movies, and we have
joke. I was just talking.
I know, but the momentum just dies.
You know, but we have movies, and we have Hollywood, and we have television shows. They have that.
Right.
That's their thing. Like that's their Major League Baseball. That's their NFL. Is this fucking 100,000 seat stadium, and these people do this, and you go out. And here's the funny part: there's 4 or 5 seats where these guests go, and the one guy from Vice was the only guy with thousands of people behind him, and then 100,000 people in front of him doing this thing for just him. Like just him, which is crazy.
So they just set this whole thing up for him.
Well, they do this thing, but not just for him, but they do it all the time.
Right, but
but
for
it's
him,
their
it was-
big show that you'd go if you were Korean. That's what you go and see, and it's this amazing, and everything everywhere they went. You know, you could be arrested in seconds over there for whatever the fuck you do. But everything is about how great they treat the people and how amazing it is, and it's exact opposite. Vice Guide on YouTube is fucking crazy. There's this thing. It was the most. I couldn't stop watching it. It was the most depressing thing ever. The suicide forest in Japan, at the bottom of Mount Fuji.
I'm definitely checking this out, dude.
It's the fucking. I thought it was fake. Like halfway through, you're like, is this fake? It's called the suicide forest, and hundreds of people go to kill themselves in this forest.
Wow.
And this guy is seen. He's got photos of over 100 bodies. He's like one of the forest guides, and you go in, and there's tape or like ribbons, and people just go and they hang themselves and kill themselves or take pills and die. He actually, as he's walking through the forest, he found a body.
Wow.
Somebody killed himself, and then he found rope from somebody who also killed. Then he found like a camping thing where the people aren't there, haven't been there for months, and they're dead. And then they show these pictures of all these Japanese people that go there to fucking kill themselves.
And they be like the establishment looks the other way. They let it happen, kind of.
No,
thing?
there's a sign.
It says don't kill yourself. It's like, no, I came all the way from Pyongyang. I'm killing myself.
Pyongyang. It's not even Japanese.
Yeah, where is
That's
that?
Fucking, I don't know.
Korea.
A Thai restaurant, I think.
Pyongyang.
Have you seen The Bridge? Did you see that documentary?
One of my favorite. I bought it. I
Oh,
love it.
really? Yeah. Have you seen that?
No.
It's all about the Golden Gate Bridge, people jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
I read an article in the New Yorker about that a couple years ago. That
Yeah,
was,
was
like
it-
famous. Is it based on that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's based on
The
but it
people
was
who
a couple
survived?
years ago.
The people who survived it?
Yeah, part of the doc is
There's
a
one guy.
Yeah.
One guy survived, and the reason why he jumped off, he had this
Saw
thing.
Joe's act. Oh! Zazing!
Yeah. Joe just tied the bandana around his fist. I think he's gonna punch you with it.
But what the folks didn't get to see is Bobby having to turn Giannis's mic down because of the celebration of his dumb zing.
He had a zinger.
What happened to that noise? Did that become a part of this podcast?
What is it?
What was it?
I just throw out gold and then don't even worry about it. I just leave it out there.
Well,
yowzers.
That movie, this guy jumped. He had this thing in his head. He was bipolar. And he didn't know it. And he just had jump. You know, he just thought about jumping all the time. And he went, and he woke up one day, and he was, I'm going to go kill myself. And he went to They have photos of it. There's photos. Somebody took a photo of him jumping off.
Yeah, there's like a still, of him in like midair.
Holy mackerel.
And this is how fucked up this movie is, though. They show the bridge, the opening scenes, the opening credits. You're watching it, and it's the Golden Gate Bridge on a foggy morning. Or afternoon, whatever, and it's just the bridge, and you're just watching, and things are happening, and then all of a sudden, around maybe 5 minutes into this or 3 minutes in, which is forever, you're just watching the same image. And then all of a sudden you see a splash and it's actual video of somebody who just killed himself.
Wow.
So it's like, what the fuck was...
So it was like a tourist just looking at the bridge and then somebody jumped?
No. For a year...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
For a year, they set up cameras on both sides of the bridge, recording all day long.
For their movie.
For this movie. Because
why didn't that would have been nice if they set up somebody to stop the people.
I think there was isn't there a guy... totally ruined the movie, Yannis?
Totally ruined the movie.
Yeah.
Man, you're
show
a
business.
fucking party pooper you are.
They've got investors. Come on.
They could cut down the death forest, too. But...
yeah.
Really.
Why don't you go fucking feed the children in Africa, too?
Tell kids Santa Claus isn't real. Jesus.
What?
Oh, well.
You want something to drink, buddy? There's right in there.
right
Grab
there.
whatever you want.
Can
I have
is there anything Canadian friendly in here, though?
What's that,
You
Bob?
turn the internet on.
Can I have a Coca-Cola? I mean,
I don't think you've earned it, Joe.
I know it did feel like you had to earn your beverage invitation there.
What do you want? What do you want? I'll get it for you.
A Coke Classic, if you have
Coke Classic. Oh, look at the wooden penises in here.
Yeah.
So this thing.
Good times.
So this guy, he jumps off. He's a kid too. Jumps off, and the reason why he lived, he had work boots on, steel toe work boots, and when he fell in such a way that his boots broke the water. Because
oh wow!
It made like a little slice.
It softened the impact a little bit.
I mean, he got fucked up. He broke his back or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
he was in a wheelchair.
And yeah, he was fucked up. He
cheer
actually.
him up.
Wait, I got a better question. I didn't see the movie, but
Not actually a question. It's more of a story he was telling. But keep going.
No, I'm sorry, but how did he survive? Who got him out of the water?
I'm going to finish the
Okay.
story.
Yeah, sorry
That's how
about that.
stories work.
I'm sorry about that.
What are you, my wife? Did he do it? I don't know yet.
Who's that guy?
So why don't you give him the bandana in his mouth while I tell this story so I get to the end of it. He's on a fucking Coke break halfway through. I just told my friend here he could have something and he's going to get involved. He's a grown man. He can get it himself. So he... this is the fucked up part. He falls. He doesnn't die. And this is the two weird things that happened. As soon as he jumped, he said, in my brain, it went, don't jump. So as soon as he jumped, he was
I
like,
read that in the article.
He was like, fuck me. I shouldn't have done this. Don't do this. And he did it. It's too late. He's fallen. He hits the water. He's fucked. He knows that his legs, he can't move his legs. Then he feels something on his like upper thigh pushing him. He's like, oh, fuck. Because underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, there's sharks. There's hammerhead sharks. There's fucking a lot of sharks in that water. Yeah. He's like, now, not only did I fucking fuck up and jump off, I'm alive, and I'm going to eat my fucking shark, which would have been amazing. A way better story.
Right.
If the guy who fell and lived and then got eaten, and they had that video. Ugh.
Sequel.
It was a seal. It was a sea lion.
Sequel.
So is the sea lion that just gently brushed against
What
him?
happens is those currents, a lot of people die in the current too because the current is so strong under the bridge that you just get swept away. You're gone. They don't even know where you are. So the sea lion actually pushed him to the shore.
Oh my God!
What?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
They tell them he was
sea
pushing
lion?
him. Huh?
You see lion right now?
Oh boy,
Are you
that
sea
was
lion?
so bad.
I you know what?
mean,
Oh my God.
I'm getting at least one person.
That
probably
was one of the
5 will
worst.
tweet at me and be like, "Loved the C LYIN apostrophe joke."
Hashtag sarcastic.
Are you kidding me? The sea lion saved this guy's life?
I'm not saying the sea lion saved his life. It was Jesus Christ, of course.
Right.
But
acting through the sea lion.
Exactly.
But that's one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
And he lived, and then they found out that he's bipolar, and now he takes pills, and I guess he's all right. And he went on this fucking tour with the movie, but what they did with this movie, which was fucking awesome, they showed the person about to jump because they had the video, like one long-haired guy going back and forth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And they show him throughout the film. Yeah, I didn't want to say what happened, but yeah.
Yeah, they show the guy literally pacing back and forth, and he's in this long black. He looks like a rocker, like just fucking crazy, cool looking dude, pacing back and forth, and then he jumps up, looks over, and then they'll do a backstory. They'll cut, before he jumped, and then do this whole backstory of his friends and family and where it led up to, and then they show him jump.
Oh man,
They actually show
and he
these-
dies.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Some of them lived though. That wasn't the only guy that lived, though, right?
Very fucking rarely.
Yeah.
The Golden Gate Bridge is famous for people who
People
want to commit
jumping.
suicide because it's like, you're gonna die. Most people fucking die off that. That one guy lived, which is crazy.
Do people travel from like out of state to kill themselves at the Golden Gate Bridge? Is it like that?
Yep.
Wow.
Right? They talk about that too. They talk about how
people come from everywhere.
Pull up Expedia real quick.
Yeah, and if the suicide forest is closed,
they go to that.
They
Second
go-
option.
Yeah. I have a question and a comment. I've heard. I read this. The George Washington Bridge is at a height that this happens. I don't know if you've ever heard this. People jump off the GW Bridge and they're going so fast, and the water's not that deep, so they fire through the water, survive it, and then there's like marsh at the bottom, and they'll sink into the ground and drown. Like they're stuck from the waist up. They can't get out.
Oh, wow.
That happens all the time. And they'll go down there and they'll just be like bodies fucking floating from the waist up.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's what I read.
See,
And
that would just suck. To jump off a bridge, not die, and then be stuck.
And then you're just drowning.
Ugh.
And also, have you seen the documentary Dear Zachary?
What is that about?
It's
I think I
amazing.
have.
It's about a kid who, a guy who gets murdered, and then it's.
Is his name Zachary?
Yeah, yeah.
I read about it
Well, he's
yesterday.
not-
I don't know if I want to watch it. It
It's
sounds too
really
sad.
sad and crazy. It's like the best. It's one of the best documentaries.
Well, here's
if you don't
an-
have kids, you'll love it.
Here's an interesting story. Is a kid I knew, a friend of mine who I grew up with, threw himself in front of an F train 2 weeks ago. Killed himself.
Wow.
Why?
He was struggling with schizophrenia for like 20 years. So he jumped in front of an F train.
I had a guy in high
He
school.
was a
do that.
schizophrenia of yours?
I liked it.
It came across as inappropriate.
Yeah, it did come across.
As inappropriate as my Jew joke at the beginning.
Not quite, but it was very inappropriate. I
Yeah,
think.
you're talking about a friend who died, Joe.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You're trying to advance your career.
Well, when you got a
Yeah.
bit like schizophrenia of yours, I mean,
I'm afraid I could never. First of all, I'd never kill myself. I've never thought of it. I've never. It was never an
surprises me.
option, huh?
that surprises me.
What, that I've never
Thought about it?
You've been through a lot, is what he's saying.
I've never thought of kill. I've been through a shitload, and I mean, even I think we all, even today, even though we're all doing great, we're fucking crazy. Get to do this comedy shit for money, which is nuts. That we even get paid for what we do. Well, most of us get paid for what we do. Some of us have to owe
Hey,
hotels. Sorry, Kelly.
Do drink tickets count? If I'm lucky.
Still lucky just
Yeah.
to be doing it.
But
Yeah.
I've never thought about killing myself. But I could never jump off of a bridge. I'm afraid of heights. I wouldn't even get to the edge. I'd be panicking. I would. I'd just be.
There's that other side of it where you think like, wow, these people are really courageous to do that. Like, doesn't ever like to jump out of a window? I mean, that takes some balls.
Yeah.
Looks like Stanhope was a bit about the. He took the easy way out, and he's like, "That's the easy way: is taking a gun, putting it in your mouth, and blowing your fucking head off. That's the easy way."
It's pretty easy.
He punches
It's
it up
very
a little
easy.
bit.
Yeah, can you not tell people's jokes anymore?
Yeah,
Right, Jesus Christ.
No, but I mean, it is. That is.
Google Doug Stanhope and Phil Hanley.
Let's call in the butcher.
It's. I mean, look, killing yourself with a gun, you're just pulling a trigger, and you're waking up either in a hospital or never. You just whatever. You're gone.
That's an easy way to go. Putting a gun to your head.
I
That's
know
easy.
someone that did that though, and they survived, and their face and head got all fucked up, and now they can barely leave the
What
house.
kind of horrible
because they
shot were
fucking-
that? How do you miss?
I know, but they kind of because they I don't know for some reason they survived.
happens
Now their
frequently.
face is all fucked
Yeah,
up.
bullets don't. But when a bullet's fired and it hits something, it literally just fucking goes wherever it wants. It doesn't go through. It doesn't always just go through you.
Yeah,
like
but
a
if
People
you
bullet.
do
survive.
this, you're not living. If you do this,
Also, what's the difference between easy? How is jumping off a bridge not easy, but shooting yourself is?
because you're alive for it, and it's a big fear that people have of falling and
people aren't
heights.
afraid of getting shot in the face.
No, it's just so quick. You just do it. You know, it's quick. Whereas
Well, the action of jumping off a bridge is quick too. Jumping is
Yeah, but
easier
you
than
gotta-
pulling a trigger.
But you approach it like there'd be like
Yeah.
you'd see it
But
like
you gotta-
30 feet away.
you gotta approach with a
It would
gun, too. You
Go
gotta-
against every instinct.
Yeah,
gun,
you're-
you have to approach. You have to buy a gun. You have to buy a bullet. You have to put it in there. You got
Here's-
to reach back up.
Yeah,
that
but
whole
here's
action.
I've held the gun. All right, this is getting into some weird shit. I've held the gun with loaded, and the thought. Patrice used to have a bit about it called intrusive thinking, is what it's called. Is when you're holding a baby, and you're like, I could just fucking throw this thing right now. Like you would never do it, but you're like, throw it. Fuck, take the baby back. You know what I mean? Like when you have I have had a gun in my hand, I'm like, dude, I could fucking literally shoot a motherfucker. Just pull the trigger, and it's so fucking easy to jump off a cliff. I wouldn't even get near the, like you said, I wouldn't get 30 feet near the fucking thing because I'm too afraid of heights to even to be able to pull it off.
I agree with you.
A gun, I'm not afraid of.
But you're talking about your personal thing. You're afraid of heights. You're not afraid of guns. But I mean, most people are afraid of guns.
No, dude, it's something much easier. Just accept it, Joe. There's something much easier about something like this.
I mean, I'm not going to accept that it's easy to take a gun and shoot yourself.
It's a lot easier than jumping out of a fucking 50-story window.
It's hard. I think jumping off a bridge is much easier than pulling a trigger. You got to be precise. There's much more chance of missing and being retarded after that.
I just think you're off today.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
You're just off and frustrated.
I think like stabbing somebody. I could shoot somebody if, like, people say I carry a knife. I'm like, do you realize how hard it is to stab a human, like flesh, stick it in somebody?
It's personal. It's very personal.
Really hard to do that. It's not easy to just stick somebody. It doesn't just go in, and it's hard to pull a knife out of somebody. I mean, I've gotten stabbed in my arm, and I had to pull the knife out, and it was hard. You can't just pull the fucking thing out of somebody.
Right. How'd you get stabbed? Were you chewing your mouth full or something in a foster home or something?
Yeah, I got stabbed by a foster home.
Yannis deserves a bandana.
Don't chew with your mouth open, son.
I'm one of these weirdos that finds it difficult to shoot other people in himself.
Joe, it's just, look, I've been shot. It's much more impersonal.
You've been shot is not an argument for how easy it is to shoot yourself. Don't bring that in. That's
easier to shoot somebody than to stab somebody.
No, we're not talking about, I mean, stabbing something is different. We're talking about the jumping off the bridge suicide thing.
When did you get shot, Yannis?
2001.
How did you get stabbed, Bobby?
I got it. Phil?
How did you get stabbed?
Is it Phil, right?
Yeah,
I
Phil.
like
Big time.
Phil.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a big. I like Phil.
Well, Soda, it's tough shoes to fill, but
I'd rather have Phil. No, I'm kidding. I love soda. I love soda.
Soda.
I'm drinking one right now. All right, I'm just going puns the rest of the night.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got stabbed. I got sliced, which is not really stabbing. I got stabbed once and I got sliced. When I was a kid, we used to get in fights with other towns, and you'd get a knife.
Oh, that's so fucking Massachusetts.
It's so stupid because we wind up fighting or wrestling, and then it would just be over. It wasn't like we would really. I mean, every once in a while we put beatings on each other, but we wouldn't really. You wouldn't stab somebody.
Are you from Quincy? I'm from Worcester.
Yeah, exactly.
Get 'em.
I mean, the worst thing I ever did was throw like a full beer can at somebody's face. That would hurt.
Yeah.
You know, a knife, though, you think you'd do it, but you wouldn't. But we had knives, and my friend Frankie had the knife. We were fucking stoned. I think I was 13 or 14, and he was flipping it around. I had remember the compasses where you put the pencil in and it has the needle?
Yeah, yeah.
You know the little ring thing? I attached that to the end of a knife so you could spin it. Like I used to make, like you'd be cool, like a fucking ninja.
Yeah.
And he spun it and threw it, and it went into my forearm. My friend. This is before the Rumble.
Oh, shit.
That's actually pretty funny.
It hurt, and it didn't really hurt. You know what it did? Psychologically, you're like, I'm stabbed. And you like, and I had to pull it out, and I couldn't do it. And we both had to like do it. Like 1, 2, and it was
it was all the way in there.
I was in there, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it went right in the meat too. So thank God I was lucky. And then I got stabbed on my knuckles. I was trying to get a hose. Because when you used to get into fights, if you got to cut a nice piece of hose off around 3 feet, you could use that to hit people in the face with. Not that I ever did.
Right.
Because, I'm 13. I'm just going on what I saw on the Wanderers or the fucking Warriors movies that, and I cut it and I sliced my hand open so bad that like white shit was coming out. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, just blech.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a fucking idiot. I got a bunch of I got beat up a lot. I got my ass kicked a lot. That's like, just fucking woke up in the hospital. I woke up just bloody.
Was it because you were a smart ass or?
No, I just fucking hung out in shitty places.
Right.
And then I I was the king of the sucker punch too. That was my thing.
You a sucker puncher?
I'd be like, dude, I don't want to whack. But the problem with the sucker punch is it didn't work a lot. You forget that people are tough. You know, like I remember I hit this one kid where it was at night. It was a Catholic school nighttime communion class, and me and my friends went there, and we were all shit faced. I was fucking trashed, and we went there, and this smoking chick, and I was talking to her, and her cousin, who was this fucking badass kid, came up and pushed us apart, and like fuck you, what the fuck? That's my cousin. And I was drunk, and I had to shit real bad. That's all I remember. I had to shit really bad. And I went, dude, I don't want any trouble. Whack! And I hit him with everything I had.
And you shit a little bit.
I didn't shit a little bit. I shit a lot of it.
Shit.
I shit all of it.
You shit in your pants.
Nice defense.
But here's the thing: the kid didn't.
That's what I
Nice
that's what I would do.
defense.
The kid didn't go down either. That was the worst
That's
part.
fucking hilarious, dude.
He turned his face and went, "You motherfucker!" And I was like, "What?"
Did he give you a beating while you had shit in your pants?
My friends, thank God, came over and grabbed him and threw him away, and
and
then we all ran.
Everything just smelled like you just shit.
Dude, I had to run. We all ran because the priest came out, and I remember I ran to this house, and I remember I was in the front bushes. You know, right under the bay window, there's always some bushes. I ran into those bushes and took my pants off, and was wiping my asshole with my sock. And I remember there was this family watching like a movie, and I could hear them. It was like they were laughing and giggling, and I'm just this 13-year-old with, without a family, drunk, wiping my asshole with my fucking tube sock under the bush, just wishing I was in there watching a movie, having popcorn. And I went back and I found the kid. I went back. I was so mad that I shit my pants. He made me shit my pants.
Did he know that you shit your pants?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I still
no sound.
I went back.
Sound and a smell.
There wasn't a sound.
No,
it's like when you sneeze and you fart, like you punched him.
I went back to the school.
It's so fucking hysterical.
And he was looking for me too.
Yeah.
So we met. It was weird. We met in Somerville on this bridge. He was on one side of the bridge walking away from me, and I was on the other. And I'm walking. I grabbed a picket fence, one of the white picket fence from that family's home. Fuck them. And I was going, you motherfucker, fuck you. And he was walking away with his friends.
Did you have pants on at this time?
I had my pants back on. No underwear.
One
Just
shit
pants.
stains everywhere? No.
Shit stains inside, but not on the outside.
Right.
Because I had tighty whities on.
Oh, okay,
So
so they
the
caught-
underwear gone, one sock I had on. One sock. The other sock, underwear in the bush. Of that the fucking poor guy's going to be doing lawn work with his son. This is how you use a weed worker. So what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
That happened to me. I woke up one time without underwear on.
Wait, finish the story. What
All right,
happened?
so anyways, we're over the bridge. He turns around, takes his fucking jacket off. We meet at the top of the bridge.
Yeah, you got one sock on.
I take the picket and I hit him in the head with it, and nothing. I'm like, this kid is fucking the Terminator.
Jesus.
And thank God the priest from the fucking school pulled up and saw us fighting and broke us up and was like, kid, and talked to him and talked to me. And was like, you guys don't want to do this. This is over stupid shit.
Saved your ass.
Remember, he was swearing, so we kind of, we were like, oh, okay. And then he was like, all right,
This priest
Father.
is cool.
Well, a priest helping kids. You don't hear that a lot.
And then we shook hands. Thank God, because I was going to catch a beating.
Yeah.
This kid was way tougher than me. I was not going to catch a beating. It was just gonna be an awful night to remember, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the father was like, "What is that smell?" Like at the end of it,
It smells like my front bushes in here.
Yeah, I remember I woke up. I remember I woke up one day at my friend Frankie's house. I got so drunk and so high. I woke up in a cot. He had this pull-out cot, and I was on it naked. And I woke up and I was what the fuck? And I found my pants. I put my pants on. I didn't know what happened. I blacked out. A month later, he found my underwear behind his couch with a fossilized log in it, like 6 inches long. I had shit my pants, but like just one log, like a really good log, like a healthy,
hard,
like a fucking baby Ruth.
Yeah, it looks like a carrot. Yeah,
and it fossilized. And his mother was cleaning the house, found my underwear with the log in it.
Did it say Bobby Kelly in it?
He was so mad.
Did it have when you're a kid, you pull out your mom put your if you have a mom, she'll put your name in the underwear.
I had a mom,
Oh, okay.
you asshole. I just fucking what the fuck.
God, you shit your pants a lot as a kid.
I know. I couldn't. Like, why was there a shit behind the couch? Why didn't you just go to the toilet that time? You went in the middle of a fight.
What's that? I was in a blackout.
Oh,
I was
you shit yourself when you're drunk.
I was in a drunk alcoholic blackout.
He shit. He probably rolled over on his side, shit, and
you shit and then kicked it out with your foot.
Just took his pants off and just went back to sleep.
I think what happened is I went to the bathroom and I shit, but I didn't pull my underwear down, and I shit in my underwear. And I just pulled the underwear off and wrapped it up and threw it behind
Naturally,
the
yeah.
I did that not that long ago.
Did you ever
really?
Did he ever tell the story in here when he shit on the girl's shoes and all that?
Yeah.
I think I told that a year ago. Yeah,
a year ago. You shit a couple weeks ago?
I mean, it was a couple of years ago. That was a year ago. When was that?
No, not the shoe story. The shitting in your pants underwear story. Is that what?
Did you shit in your pants recently?
I didn't shit in my pants. No, but what you were saying, thought that you were shitting in the toilet, but left your pants on. I thought I was shitting in the toilet, but shit in the
Were you drunk or were you just tired?
That's what I do at airports.
Blackout drunk, yeah.
You blackout drunk and you shit yourself?
No, I shit in the girl's shoe. I'm talking about that.
That's one of my favorite stories.
What I'm talking about.
So, first of all, let's just get this out of the way before we go down this road any further. Tweakedaudio.com.
Sponsors. All right. Shitting and sponsors. Oh.
Tweakedaudio.com is one of the new sponsors of the YKWD and the Riotcast Network. Go to tweakedaudio.com. We have a bunch of them coming here. I actually got a pair of these. Kelly, you're getting some of them.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Boom.
I'm sending them back.
Pay for itself. Come on, mate.
Tweakedaudio.com. You can go. They have 7 styles, 7 colors, and mic'd or non-mic'd. These are durable, noise-reducing headphones. Use them on iPad, iPhones, Androids, any type of phone or MP3 device. They're really good headphones. They're cheap. Without even this ad, without even what we're going to give you right now, they're already cheap. $23. I think the highest pair is $40, but they're really good quality headphones. And right now, you can go to tweakedaudio.com and use the code DUDE, D-U-D-E, and you get 33% off. That's 33% off of any headphones and free shipping and a limited warranty, lifetime. How is it lifetime but limited? How the fuck does that work?
Because if you flush them down the toilet, they're not going to replace them. But you shit on them in your pants.
And eventually you die.
Eventually you do die.
Yeah.
So go right now to tweakedaudio.com. Use the code DUDE. Don't get one pair. They're very cheap out of the box. So get a few pairs. Get them for friends. And use this code DUDE. 33% off. Tweakedaudio.com. Thank you so much for supporting our sponsors. And go to Amazon.com, Gamefly, but don't do it from your computer, from your browser. Go to riotcast.com/Robert Kelly and use the link from the YKWD site on Riotcast, and you'll actually be making us money so we can keep doing the show and paying Kelly and buying stuff for the, not that we pay Kelly anything, but someday we hope to.
I didn't buy this coffee today, so...
Amazon.com. Go there and use it. Oh, God, that's me. Sorry about that. That always ruins a nice plug. And if you guys are a gamer, go to Gamefly.com. From the link on our site, use Gamerfly.com/YKWD. Sign up for 2 free weeks. And you get unlimited games sent to your house. And you don't have to buy them. It's the Netflix of video games. It's a great way if you're a video game motherfucker like me to not have to spend a shitload of money on games that you're just going to finish and be done with in a couple months. This way you can use them, be done with them, and get the new game. $9 a month, but you're going to get 2 weeks free. And you can cancel it anytime. So do that. Go to our site. If you're going to donate too, go to Riotcast. There's a donate button. Heather Graves, thank you so much for donating once a month. We've gotten all the shit in the studio, making the studio look good because of you and you only. And that's it. YKWD at riotcast.com if you have any questions. And check me out, robertkellylive.com for all my dates. There you go. What's happening, YKWD fans? Dude, come see me live. Here's my dates for this month. So if you're in the area and you don't come and see me, you're an asshole. And so isn't your girlfriend.
So, here are the dates for this month where you can come see me live at a comedy club near you. March 22nd and 23rd, I'll be at the Comedy Connection, East Providence, Rhode Island. March 22nd and 23rd. 2 nights only. March 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. I'm going to be in Cleveland at Hilarities Comedy Club. I can't wait to play this club. I've heard nothing but great stuff about it. I've never been there. My first time there, so make sure you live in Cleveland, which I haven't been in 3 years. Last time I was there, I was skinny. Okay? So make sure you buy tickets now. April 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, I'm going to be at the House of Comedy in Bloomington, Minnesota. Last time I was there, I was in the parking lot at 2 in the morning waiting for a shuttle bus in a fucking snowstorm after I had to kick 2 guys out that could beat the shit out of me. So hopefully we have a better time this year. Hoorah. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, House of Comedy, Bloomington, Minnesota. Great club, great owners. So if you're in the area, spread the word. For the rest of my dates, go to robertkellylive.com, hit the tour button, get my app on iTunes. It's free, and you can get all my tour dates when I'm coming in. The app is cool, too. If you have an iPhone, you just turn the app on, and if I'm within 100 miles of you, it will automatically tell you and give you an option to buy tickets, fucker. So make sure you check me out. Go to my website and find out when I'm coming to your area. Get all your friends and family members and get some people you don't like and head on over to my fucking show. Thank you for being my friend. So what happened? Did he leave? Did he leave too? Did he have an anxiety? Did he have an anxiety attack?
No, he was in bathroom.
Oh, good. I thought he left. I was like, Jesus Christ! I was just kidding, Phil.
So Joe, you shit in your underwear because you thought you pulled your pants down, but it was before you quit drinking.
Yes.
Was it a sloppy poo or was it like a hard log?
No, I didn't shit my pants. We were talking about the shitting in the shoes.
Yeah, that was a whole nother thing.
Can I ask you a question? Who shit their pants as an adult?
Joe, raise your hand, dude.
I mean, I didn't shit my pants. I shit outside of my pants, but indoors.
It's all the same.
I still don't understand how you shit yourself.
It's technically you shit your pants.
Yeah. There was shit on my leg and on my pants.
That's called shitting your pants.
It was shit on my pants. It was on the outside of my pants.
Anything outside of the toilet bowl is shitting your pants.
Yeah, I did that.
All right, so raise your hands.
Shit all over the kitchen. And
You've never shit your pants?
Never shit my pants in my life, no.
Ever. You never had a little spot on your underwear?
No, I've sharded my pants.
What the fuck is that? What are
It's
you?
a fart that turns into a bit of poo.
When you fart and it's a little bit poo in it. You know what I mean?
That's a shit
That's
yourself.
shitting your pants.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Phil,
I cannot get this image out of my head.
Can I have a
of
ruling
Bobby
on that?
Phil, you look educated.
Phil,
Did you have to change your pants immediately?
Yeah, I had to clean it out, scoop it out.
Well, if there's scooping involved.
Scooping involved? That's a shit of pants.
Yeah, if there's scooping involved, I think. Yeah, and I'm not an expert. I think if there's scooping,
No, on this
qualifies
podcast,
as shit.
you're our expert.
Oh, really? It's a sweater, man.
So I guess I kind of.
I think you did, buddy.
Yeah, I think I kind of shit my pants.
I didn't shit myself, but I did have to scoop a shit out of my asshole.
Yeah, take some toilet paper and scoop it out.
But
Yeah, dude,
shards, I do that pretty frequently. I mean, that happens a lot. I have a
You're
bad
a heavy
diet,
sharder?
booze and fast food.
Dude, you shit a little bit?
A couple times.
Dude, that's shitting your pants.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I mean, I was booze and
Let me ask
fucking
you a question.
McDonald's. A lot of
If you put a man's penis in your mouth, just the top, is that gay?
just the top.
I
Just
don't
the
think
top,
it's
just
gay.
a little bit, like this.
The tip or the top? What the hell's the top
The
of a
top,
penis?
like this, like
Like you give it a little kiss, like a little.
not a kiss.
Of
you
course,
s-
that's gay.
A little
It's super
suck.
gay.
Joe's the expert on this.
That might be gayer than sucking a guy to completion. Are you kidding?
He said you're the expert on this.
Yeah, that's my jacket. It's because of a pea coat.
I don't. There's actually a woman in. Do you guys even watch MMA?
No.
I don't really.
No.
I like it when it's on, but I haven't been.
What's your
pursuing.
sport?
I
Joe?
love all the sports that aren't not MMA. I'm not into MMA.
What-
I like
what-
hoop, hockey, football, basketball.
What are you, my wife? What's your sport? I'm not into MMA.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
missed that.
I don't have a sport. I like all the sports. I'm a big sports guy, a sports
So
nut,
which
if you
one?
will.
If you had to pick one, what do you?
Which one's my favorite? Is that what you're asking, you dummy?
motherfucker.
That's
Well,
exactly what he asked.
Well,
you.
it's not exactly what he asked
What's
me.
your sport? That means what's your favorite fucking sport?
No, we'll say, what's your favorite sport? You like
I
fucking
said-
one sport, you fatty.
No, I don't. I love fucking football.
All right.
All right.
Well, what's your
Listen.
sport is a fucking implies that you like one sport. What's my
Who
favorite
answers
sport?
hoop?
First of all, you
says
did.
hoop?
I
Are you a
like hoop.
60-year-old grandfather?
He's a coach from the
You play
60s.
any hoop?
First of all, you'd be fatter if your mouth could fit more
I
food.
couldn't think of anything to say. I'm sorry I said fatty.
That's all right. Don't worry.
It's very Mark Normand of you.
I'm sorry, I said
Yeah.
what?
Listen, what I'm saying, what's your sport is a cool, young, hip way of saying.
My favorite sport? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm
It's
sorry I
hard to choose.
wasn't
I like them all
specific.
equal. Whatever one I'm watching,
If you
I like
had
the
to pick
most.
one, how's that?
Jesus Christ, I didn't know this was such a hard fucking question.
You shut the fuck up. It's not your show. What are you
Fine,
fucking
fine,
chiming in and
fine,
trying to be fucking
Answer the
badass?
fucking question.
Throw out that you've been.
Well,
It's making
glad-
this like a few good men. Jesus, it's an easy
Phil,
question.
I'm glad that we're getting along.
Yeah, we really are, Bobby. It's
Throw out
great.
that
Finally.
you've been
kinda
shot.
just do
That'll
like
make
a
you an
duo
expert on
thing
this.
Yeah, I think it's just me and you next time, and
Discuss
Kelly.
films. Yeah, just kind
I
of
know.
level.
Vehicle,
I know what
Joe.
your favorite
You're not a
sport
good
is.
vehicle.
I know what your favorite sport is because I've been shot. Vehicle. Say something in Spanish, you cunt.
When Joe gets angry, he gets very Boston-y. Oh, you fucking vehicle.
You know what, Jet?
Fucking sport, huh?
All right, can we?
I like college football. It's my favorite sport.
College football.
Yes.
My least favorite, by the way.
That
Anything
took no
college.
Oh my god. that's
I don't like
embarrassing.
college. I don't like hoorah. I don't like fucking. Ugh.
Hot chicks and tradition.
They're not
and
hot. They're not
celebration.
fucking
They're
hot.
not- they're not
I'll
hot.
take a chick with a big nose in an art class in a community college over fucking.
There were Jewish cheerleaders.
I once infiltrated
did that
Yale
not kill?
for a year, and I got all my friends, and we got these sons.
That is that would be a bandana.
That
if
was bandana
Bobby
worthy.
didn't feel bad for you.
I don't feel bad, but I
threw out
listen,
a.
listen. First of all, it was close, but it was no cigar.
You felt bad because you guys just had your dumb moments. You threw in a. That laugh was about as sincere as fucking Giannis's invitation to
He
a
had
comedy
a big
club.
smile on his face. Bobby had a big smile on his face.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. But you gotta laugh. So let's just move
Yeah,
forward.
I don't even think that anyone knew what that meant.
No,
You know what, though?
that
Laugh,
was being
you cunt.
polite.
You
That was
fucking
being
All right.
laugh.
It's
Can
your
we go
rhythm.
back to bandana? I didn't. What I said was a callback.
Apparently, the pep talk I was going to give at the beginning of not talking over each other, I should have given.
By the way,
Because Joe gets
Giannis-
mad and he just starts yapping over everybody.
I like it.
By the way, Giannis, Ronald McDonald called. He doesn't even want those shoes back.
Jesus Christ.
That's a damn good joke.
Yeah,
I think you guys got together.
First of all,
Boots. These are great boots.
if we were on a television show, it would be, but it's a radio show. Now you have to explain what the boots look like.
They look like Ronald McDonald boots. What
They
you
do
mean
not.
got-
They look like a man's shoes. That's what they look like.
Fucking
Looks
man's
like I
shoe.
chop wood.
So
My
but-
favorite.
I had a thought, and you fucking you know what?
Football
So
and
all right,
Jew and
all right, go ahead.
thing.
I'm
Big
back.
nose.
Shit in
Thank
your
you.
pants.
What's your favorite sport?
Spurts?
I was trying to be specific, so you didn't get flipped out again.
Yeah, what do you mean by favorite sport, Bobby?
What's your sport?
hoop?
Hoop basketball.
I answer it Joe's way. Hoop.
Giannis is actually very good at the hoop.
I play a little hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like basketball.
I like basketball.
All right, Phil, what's your sport?
I like college football too.
College football.
Yeah,
Phil.
Ain't no problem, Joe.
He didn't do it for you. Kelly? Forget it.
I like watching the swimming.
The what?
Swimming.
Rugby.
You like swimming?
Yeah, I love watching swimming.
He said sport. What's your favorite sport?
Well, that's a sport, isn't it?
No.
I like watching AFL, but I can never watch it because it's never on here.
What is it?
It's, Australian rules. No one watches it. You guys would love it. It's fucking fast.
All right, do
It's
me a
quick,
favor. Go
it's
back to
high
reading.
scores, it's good.
Listen,
Hey. I don't like American stuff.
I don't like college sports. I just don't like it. I don't get it. I don't get. It's just the same shit. They run, then they pass maybe once.
The NFL is now based on college football. Everything that NFL is doing is taken from college football.
Yeah,
They're
but
doing
I
it
think in
before.
NFL is I like it a little better because they do a lot of passing and then there's a lot of running in college football. You have to
No,
admit
you're
that.
talking about 20 years ago. They started this whole pass. The spread offense is all from college football.
Can I ask
They
you,
started
do you
spreading it
thi-
out first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think it's because there's not like a unifying tournament that makes college really?
That bugs me too.
Yeah,
It's like
that bugs the shit
I don't
out of me.
understand. There's like 900
Me
champions.
too. It bugs
There's
me.
about to be a playoff.
Yeah, Obama when he said there was going to be like a playoff game in his first term, he said that was one of the things he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Well, get to
It's
it.
happening.
dude.
I mean,
It's
he
happening
just
next year.
cannot commit to anything, that guy, can he? Like,
Yeah, I think other stuff came up or whatever. But
What do you mean? He did all of it.
He
did
killed
the Iraq
he
War.
killed fucking Osama bin Laden,
Got
and then we
bin
got a
Laden,
great movie
ended
out of the deal.
Iraq War.
Yep.
College football is about to have a playoff system. Banned.
Okay, so there's gonna be one champion at the end of it. There'll be one.
Well, there's been one champion at the end, the
Yeah, but-
BCS champion.
What the fuck is BCS? It's like the heavyweight. There's BBC, ABWB. There's 9 fucking heavyweight champions.
That's why there's one national champion every year.
That's why I got
So it's a national. Who's the national champion right now?
Alabama annihilated Notre Dame.
They didn't annihilate them.
Yeah, they did. They won by
I know.
5
I'm
touchdowns.
joking.
But there's been like
were
that.
you joking or did you not know?
No, I did. I watched the game. I'm a Notre Dame fan, so that was it.
I love that was a dick move. No, they didn't annihilate them. He was like, no, they fucking did. I was kidding.
But yeah, there's been a champion, definitive champion for a long time, and
No, but
all
they
the
still
rules.
vote. They're still voting. Sorry to interrupt, but there is some discrepancy because coaches vote on the number. Who are the two number
Well, they
one,
vote,
number two?
there's voting involved in who's going to play.
you can-
yeah, exactly. So there is some discrepancy.
There's about to be a playoff system as well.
Wait a minute. So they vote who plays in the fucking championship?
That's part of it. It's a small percentage of it. Yeah.
Sounds like a large fucking percentage of it.
No, it's a small percentage.
So somebody can actually say, your team's going in and Giannis's team, and if my team did it just as good because I didn't get voted in, I don't get to go?
Not necessarily. There's a whole bunch of things taken in consideration. There's a whole computer system. Voting is one aspect of that. But now there's going to be a playoff system as well.
It's too complicated.
It's
dude.
very
Too
complicated.
It's like boxing, all those fucking belts. It's annoying.
Yeah, that's Bobby just said that
fucking
about 3 minutes ago. If
I
you
know.
want
I
to play it
wanted
back.
to say it's fucking
You-
annoying.
Do me a favor though. This is a good thing on a podcast. Talking to the microphone, you fucking lazy Greek cocksucker. I don't need this. If you're gonna agree with me, I don't need it from here. I agree with Bobby. I want to hear that. Yes, college is fucking weird. And college hoops are weird too.
Well, I mean, college basketball.
but here-
I won't even accept an argument that the NBA is better than college.
College basketball is amazing.
I think college
March
basketball
Madness.
is more exciting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always a fucking barn burner. May I say that?
Yeah, sure.
It's always that. I get that at the end, but it's still, I don't know who the fucking champion.
There's one champion.
There's no more definitive
Yeah,
champion than
there's
March
one
Madness.
champion.
March Madness is the most perfect sport, sporting event.
I think they actually called
Unbelievable.
I think they actually called the team the national champion. So I think that one's on you, Bob.
All right, here's the deal. I do take that because I went to a community college.
Right.
And
I do that
was
in college football as
I
well.
was supposed to be an art teacher. And when I was supposed to be learning about sports, I didn't have a dad. I was out drinking and shitting my pants.
Right.
And getting beat up.
When you punch, you shit.
So I do.
It's like 2 powers at once.
Dude, the visual is still in my head. It's funny watching you punch.
I used to play.
It's great.
Yeah, we used to play basketball. I learned how to play basketball in juvie hall.
You did?
They called it New York hoop, where the hoop was actually 5 feet off the ground, and you could just jam it, but anything was legal. You could punch, elbow, under whoever got the ball, you could punch and elbow people under the net. They called it New York ball. We were in Boston, but they called it New York ball.
Jail rules. They call it New York ball because people in New York are tough, and you guys,
Is that why?
That's why. It is.
Ugh. I don't know why Boston hates New York. It's the same exact fucking
Because you
people.
guys won't leave us alone, dude. You're obsessed. We
We're not
don't
obsessed.
think about you at
Oh,
all.
God.
You just started it. You have a bit about how Boston sucks.
Yeah.
What Boston comics have a bit about how New York sucks?
I
you
guys
brought it
hate
up
New
just
York.
then. You just said it.
You guys are
We're
fucking
tough.
upset.
You just
What-
said
when-
we're tough.
when-
Hang on a
not.
second, Phil. You cool with this?
They're talking over each other, Bobby. I wish you had said something at the beginning of the
Thank
podcast.
you.
Did Giannis not start that?
But you are talking over him. Let him talk.
Yeah,
and
let
then,
me talk.
And then
I
you
started
talk.
that.
Joe, you're off
No,
today.
he finished saying that, and then I started making the argument. He started talking. We can play this back. What's beautiful about this is it's all recorded. He just started talking over me.
No, I didn't.
For sure.
I was about to get into something, and you jumped in.
Can I say something though?
Yeah.
I think New Yorkers in the past 5 years or 10 years since you started losing, the Yankees weren't the dynasty. You have, and the sports teams aren't the dynasties that they might have been or were. And we actually became championship town. I mean, if you look at the statistically, we have way more championships than you guys have in the overall 4 sports.
7 and 10 years.
In the last 10 years.
Yeah, okay. Last 10 years.
The
Okay.
last 10 years, we've been fucking killing it.
You've been doing great.
You got our self-esteem is a little different than yours because we didn't win for so long and then we've won so much that we're kind of grateful for it. It's like, they have this thing in UFC that the Brazilians, if the Brazilians come from money, they're very cocky and cunty fighters, and they expect everything and they want everything. But the ones that come from the favelas are just they're appreciative for whatever they get, and they're really nice people. You guys are the cocky, cunty, rich people that expect everything, and we're like, hey, thank you, we won, we're good.
Yeah, but that's just your view of us.
And plus, I don't like that you guys all have gray skin.
We don't have gray skin, New Yorkers.
Yeah, Yankee fans do.
No, that's your view of us because you come from a
shitty mustaches.
You come from a shitty city, so you look
What?
at us. You look at us like we're cocky, but really we're just happy.
You know what I call
We're just
Vancouver,
happy.
Phil?
The most beautiful city. That's what we have on our license plates. Bobby Kelly, most beautiful city.
I call it Boston and New York, and they meet.
Oh, really?
With a dash of San Fran.
Exactly. Well, it describes my personality too.
I look at. I love New York. I've been here. I'm a New Yorker too, man.
Of course, you got to
I'm
come
15 years.
Yeah, I know you're.
I think
a New
anything
Yorker.
over 10 years, you're a fucking New Yorker.
You are.
But there's no way you can trash Boston and the people in it. It's the same fucking people. We're the same, if not better, because when we don't have as much shitty places.
I don't know. You ever notice that every movie about Boston is about some guy trying to get out of Boston?
Look, it's not Buffalo. Let's just put it that way.
It's not Buffalo. It's like right above Buffalo.
Look, man, every movie is about Southie, which annoys me because Boston is not just a bunch of fucking pale Irish guys trying to rob people
with construction boots and Irish faces.
Right. It's not that. There's a lot. Boston's a beautiful town, right, Joe?
It's unbelievably beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful towns in America. The best colleges are there. The best hospitals are there.
Keep going.
A lot of the best politicians are from there.
Keep going.
And
best chocolate
great
is made in
sports teams.
Boston.
The best baseball park is there.
Best
It's
chocolate.
a walking city.
Best hot dogs.
I just feel like when
best
you get
beer, the oldest bars and restaurants.
Actually, statistically, the prettiest women in the country come from Boston.
Freedom Trail.
Really?
Yeah. No,
How do you?
I just made that
okay.
up.
I was about to say
The chocolate thing's a lie.
I think the most
Trail.
beautiful girls. The most beautiful girls come from Australia.
The USS
Yeah,
Constitution.
you got my back.
Yeah, without us, you wouldn't find. Where would you be?
What?
Without Boston, you'd be nothing.
We'd be just
you'd
fine.
You were
We'd
owned
be-
by fucking the Dutch.
We'd be going to the
Okay.
Angelica. We'd be watching like foreign movies.
We wouldn't be
There's-
getting into fights all the time because they
Yeah.
get drunk on the street. We want to fucking fight someone.
Yeah, we'd
eh?
be doing sophisticated shit like eating like at French restaurants,
We're
and
using a fork.
being in big buildings. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what New Yorkers are known for: eating in French restaurants.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do here. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of good manners over in Bedford Stuyvesant.
I think that.
Whoa, that was a little racist.
Was it?
Typically Boston.
I think that
surprised.
actually Boston has better food than New York. I'll say it. I said it. It's out there.
Yeah,
Boston
it's all
has better
boiled,
food.
but
Did you just say Boston has better food than New York?
Let me repeat what I said,
Oh, boy.
so you can hear me.
Okay.
Boston has better food than New York, I believe.
That's just not true.
Better Chinese food.
Why is it better Chinese food there? Is it big?
It's Polynesian Chinese food. It's just better.
You ever go to a little place called Chin Chin or Mr. Chow's or I don't know 5-star restaurant Chinese stuff that's here?
Yeah, I don't like. I'd rather take Boston Chinese
I'm
food.
sure you would.
The rice is different.
Yeah.
Everything's different.
you can get booze after hours there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I'm fucking sober 28 years, but yeah, whatever, Joe. I don't. I think it's better food. Steak and cheese is better.
Steak and cheese. So you're talking about like the street food is better, kind of.
The regular fucking restaurants in Boston, it's
Are
cheaper
better than
and
New
it's better food.
What do you? How do we say that that's not true? How do we?
You say it into the microphone
yeah,
and then
that's
defend it.
That's not true. That's not true, Bobby.
Like
You know
diner
that.
food is just
The best food is in this country is in New York City.
You're out of your San
you kidding
Francisco
me?
is number one.
No, it is not.
Or Chicago beats fucking New York.
No, it is. Bobby,
Except
you're
for
going-
pizza. Pizza sucks in
Bobby, you're
Chicago.
going crazy. Like I think. That
Look at me. Who knows food?
You're talking about cheesesteaks. I'm talking about fine dining. People that didn't come from foster homes where they go to eat.
First of all, you don't go there either. All right, you have a bringer on Wednesdays in Brooklyn. You're not making fucking thousands.
I'm just saying.
But maybe we need to like define more. You need to define more about the food. Why New York? Because New York has more of a diverse array of food.
There's no French fucking chef from Paris being like, you know what, I'm going to go to Boston.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
Not
is.
happening. No, there's not.
Like, are you getting like Vietnamese and Korean and like
What was the first
Nepalese food in Boston? I'm sorry, did I cut that off?
No, I was just
Vietnamese. Vietnamese.
Oh, Vietnamese.
Yeah, Vietnamese.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Okay.
Sounded like Vietnamese.
I have an accent, Yannis.
I know you did.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
I
know.
Fucking hell.
I think that Boston has great French restaurants. It has great culture. There's a lot of culture in Boston.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of Carhartt jackets.
But it's their own culture, though.
Say if here's the deal.
No one else's.
If
a lot
you
of
got
factories.
if you there's no
Poor boys from Southie.
Fuck you.
Fucking get out of my
Fuck you.
It's not the Industrial
Bobby.
Revolution, asshole. There's not a
like
lot.
them apples, huh?
Listen,
Piece of shit. There's a lot of production jobs up there.
yeah, they're making blankets in Lowell, Massachusetts.
It's not your fault.
Look, here's the deal. You guys are obsessed with us. When you won the Super
What
Bowl.
the fuck?
When you won the Super Bowl, you had a parade. You started chanting, fuck the Yankees. That's
No,
what happened.
That's not even true. I was
That
there.
happened.
It didn't.
One of the Super Bowls, I saw it. I saw it on the news.
Prove
It's
it.
like Boston.
Prove it.
Leave us alone, dude. We have Boston treats New York. Here we go. Boston treats New York like we used to.
Joe, I can take care of him right now. Go ahead, Joe. What do you want to say?
That didn't happen. I was at the parade, you cunt. Larry Izzo, who's not from Boston, started chanting "Yankees suck," not "fuck the Yankees."
All right, same shit, Joe. Yankees suck. They started chanting.
Larry
Not even
Izzo.
Hang on, I'll turn him down for you, Joe. Go ahead.
Larry Izzo started it. He's not even from Boston.
Some fucking two Boston dudes collaborating right
Hey,
now.
that's fucked
To
up,
shut
man.
me out.
I'm a New Yorker too.
All right, well, let
I'm
me
a New
explain
Yorker.
something to you. Let me just say this.
Please
Boston
explain it.
treats New York like we used to date back in the day, and like we moved on with our life and became somebody like a model, and Boston's just obsessed with us.
What the fuck?
I just want to say, Boston,
Hang on, go ahead.
just date Philadelphia. You guys got a lot in common.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
You could be mediocre and racist together
shit.
forever.
Don't piss off Philly fans, please.
I'm just saying.
A lot of Philly people listen to the show.
Well, then they can hate me, like
Oh,
you said,
please.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Either you love me-
Philadelphia.
I'd love to be in bed with Philadelphia.
Philly sucks too.
Go
ahead, Joe.
Let's
May
not
I?
pretend like Philly's a fucking classy town.
Go ahead,
now.
go.
First of all, Philadelphia, another tremendous city.
Beautiful
Very similar
city.
to Boston, I agree.
Yeah, history.
Oh,
You're
God,
doing-
the history in there.
You're doing your analogy that Boston, we dated, blah, blah, blah. We can play this. Everyone's listening to this. You started this whole thing, and by the way, have done a bit of yours, a bit that you go to about how Boston sucks, which, by the way, you've peppered
Great
the whole
bit,
bit
by the
throughout
way.
the thing, and
I
it's
was
bombed.
peppering in.
The whole thing is bombed.
Well,
He's done a
consider
bit.
the audience.
And who's talking over who, by the way, now? You're
true.
You're
It's
talking
true. You
over
got me,
because
yeah.
you guys are impolite here. And you brought it up. You brought this whole thing up. We're two Boston guys that moved here. I don't think either of us would argue that New York's not a better city.
It's a
you
beautiful
can't just
city.
accept
Just
that
say
you're
it
a
again.
better city.
No, just
you
say it
can't
again.
accept that you're
Say
a
it
better
again.
city. I'll say it a million times. I moved here. I mean, I
Okay,
can't
so
prove
just
it.
say it. I want to hear you say it.
I've said it 5 times. You would have heard me say it if you weren't talking over me, you dumb fucking New Yorker with no fucking manners.
Yeah, Joe.
I almost
Go,
said
Joe.
mayonnaise.
Go.
You've had plenty of mayonnaise, though.
They
I
don't
can
use
tell that.
mayonnaise, though. You can't get mayonnaise at a fucking diner for your French fries like you can in Boston.
You're the guy. You're
And the
guy,
tartar sauce is not made of mayonnaise. Go.
You're the guy in the relationship who's like this. Yeah, she's not even over me, but you're looking at her Facebook page while you're saying that, and she's married. Boston's fine. We got our championships.
Yeah, we don't. We look at maybe we didn't marry the model, but we found somebody nice and had some kids, and we got a fucking 2-decker, and my mother lives in the basement.
There you go.
We're happy.
You and Philly.
We're fucking happy. We got good food.
Oh.
We got good friends and family, and we have Christmas, and we celebrate things. And you're still out there, gorgeous, looking for somebody. You got nobody.
Oh, sure.
Nobody
Yeah.
wanted to fucking marry you.
We got Paris. We got
Nobody
Tokyo.
Yeah, you fuck. They date you every once in
We
a while.
get international pussy. While you're sitting there with Philly, fat, eating a cheesesteak,
Oh,
watching
my
the
God.
game with your kids screaming in the background, we are jet setting.
Yes, go ahead.
How about this? Woody Allen, done his last 5 movies in Europe. Even Martin Scorsese. Where did he win his first Best Director?
Boom.
Boston.
Yep, Boston.
Fucking
Yeah,
those guys bailed on
That's
you.
because like Boston has become like the new tough white guy to put in films. It used to be like mafia guys, like so white guys can fantasize in case there's a race war, like Italians will
I
save
want-
them. Now it's like Irish kids from Boston.
I wonder why
part
they.
of the bit, by the way.
I wonder
No,
why
it's
they.
not. That's not. But
I
I'm
wa-
gonna put it in because it's brilliant.
I
It
wonder.
just killed.
I wonder why that is though. Why would somebody make Boston highlight Boston for being the cool place?
Because it's tough white guys. That's the only place where tough white guys still are. Like, fuck you. Yeah, Marty. We're from South. They would kick some fucking ass. Those guys.
I want to know how Canada feels about this.
As the kind of tough city from Canada, Vancouver, Yeah, I mean, well, I'm a big fan of New York. I mean, I live here, so I love New York. But I've only been to Boston once, but it was nice. I thought better restaurants, 4 championships, 10 years.
7 and 10.
Sitting in that Dan Soda spot very well.
Certainly New York's a better city.
I think I like Phil better than Dan.
I get that a lot.
Knows that to be corporate.
Well, no, he doesn't. He'll turn on you in a second. I agree with Joe, not because he's from Boston. No, I don't. And I agree with all the Philly fans that are going to throw batteries at your fucking face next time you do your little show.
Oh well, Philly's an amazing city.
I love Philly.
Philly's great, dude. Yeah.
I was just in Philly.
You got a 4 or 5 block radius that you can enjoy in Center City. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I will say this about Philadelphia. People like this. It's very diverse. It's not diverse. It's black and white. There's no diversity
in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
it's literally just black.
But
and
it's
white.
such a beautiful, and they love each other too. They get along so well,
brotherly love.
And yeah.
Well, you know what?
You never hear the N word in bars on Sundays when the game's on. That never happens.
That's my only complaint about the city.
Yeah.
Woo. Giannis, do some more stereotypes of other cities.
No,
hey,
Philly fans
a lot of
are great,
Mexicans
dude.
in L.A. Whoa, you're really going out on limbs here.
Well, he only has to worry about playing 2 cities,
right?
New York and Miami. So that's why that's the only place he does good.
That's all I gotta work. That's it.
Were you just in Beantown?
I know it wasn't Beantown.
You were in Boston.
I don't think they'd welcome me now after this podcast. No, I like ball. I like the thing. The best things about Boston are the things that are not indigenously Boston.
You like, what do you mean?
Harvard, the hospitals, the things where Goodwill Hunting that's a fantasy. There's no kid from Southie who's ever going to go to Harvard.
That was a true story. That was a true story.
No, it wasn't.
They based that on this kid named fucking Joey McIntyre.
Oh, really?
Then later
he was a new kid on the block. By the way, any good comedians coming out of Boston recently?
Because it's such a shithole, so they're depressed. They got to learn how to tell good
Some
stories.
of the funniest
You guys
motherfuckers
are
on the
hilarious.
planet.
Yes.
Some of the funniest.
And I'm leading the charge for New York to take that shit
I think
back.
Sam Morrill's leading the charge.
Well,
but
you
keep
guys
going.
need to stop. You guys need to stop doing leaner fucking microphone shows and put some effort into your jokes. Stop pontificating on stage and jerking it. The banks, man. Listen.
No, Boston, the funniest comics have come out of Boston. It's insane how many good ones.
We're very funny, very funny. How many comics have come out of Vancouver? Who is from Vancouver that we know?
Not counting yourself because you're not that good yet.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of out of particularly Vancouver. There's great comics in Vancouver, but most of the people have moved to Vancouver.
You know what really fucked me up about your comedy scene up there, and it happened a year or so ago, is the guy who got banned from doing comedy.
I was doing like shows every single night in Vancouver when that happened. I had never seen that guy. I had never heard of him until that went down. And it was presented like, oh, this is local Vancouver comedian. For one, he was from Toronto. For two, I never saw him anywhere. So it was kind of misrepresented.
Well, here's the thing, though. That it was the beginning. It was the beginning of all this shit. I think it might have been 2 years ago. It was the beginning of all of the stuff that happened to Tracy Morgan and then with Dane, and where people, an average square could be in the crowd and say something, and everybody takes it for face value and doesn't understand it. And this guy got sued for $20,000. The club got sued.
Yeah.
Let me back up. I've talked about this a long time ago on the podcast, but just for people who haven't heard this, a guy's on stage, whatever, open mic. It wasn't a professional, like a show. It was a regular comedy show. He's on stage, 2 lesbians in the audience heckling him. He's telling them to shut up. They say shit back to him. He says shit back to them, like what happens at a club. She had said something to him like, I'll fucking break this bottle and slice your throat. Something like, he was like, fuck you dyke, blah, 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 whatever. Trying to be funny, but trying to deal with a heckler. They went... Now, believe me, I don't know what was said. Allegedly, this has all been said. I don't know the specifics. I don't have the fucking court documents, but I think that's what happened. They went to in Canada, they have human resources.
Yeah, and this is the only time that it's ever happened, but it was like the Human Rights Tribunal.
Okay, yep.
And,
they went and complained about this comedian. And number one, the girl's a woman, okay, and number two, lesbian. You have a little clout walking in as far as being, women have been abused and gays have been abused. So, you got the double decker coming in, and I was abused by this fucking white guy. Honest to God, this white guy said some mean shit about us, and fuck him. and that's not what happened. They banned. They sued him for $20,000 and won.
Yeah.
Correct.
I believe I stopped following. I believe that's what happened because I think there was like fun, like people, they were trying to get comics to do fundraisers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
people were like, we don't even know this dude. Like that, it was honestly, and I completely missed the point. The whole thing for me, I was just like, because they were like Vancouver, a local comedian, all this stuff, and I was like, I've been here for like 6 years, and I've never met or seen or heard. So
well, they sued him for $20,000, which is crazy. And then he's banned from doing comedy in British Columbia.
That's insane, dude.
I don't care if you know him, you don't know him, if he's a comic or not.
Yeah.
Something happened to us in Canada where imagine your fight that you got into. If those people went and complained and lied or said something that they didn't do anything and you did this and then they banned you from doing comedy in New York City.
It's insane.
And you had to go to Boston
That'd be so
to be a
nice.
comedian.
God, that'd be great.
It's like when Yannis.
I'd love to. I guaranteed fake an accent 2 weeks in. You fucking cocksuckers are crazy up here, huh? It's good to be back, kid. I'm Yannis fucking Pappas. And this is Mauricia, fag. Get off stage, you homo. Okay, you're right. Fuck that cocksucker. I'm not doing that whore again. She's a fucking spit cocksucking lick dicker.
They wouldn't even let me do it.
Can we name this episode Lick Dicker?
Yeah, write that down.
Lick Dicker.
So, lick dicker.
You're right, kid. She's a whore.
It's like when you punched that girl at Yannis. If no one had have known the story behind it, just like a guy punches a chick in the face, everyone, what?
Hang on. Let me turn her mic down for a second. Go ahead, Joe.
Bobby just said that exact story. That's what just happened.
She was writing down names for the podcast.
It's literally what we've been talking about.
I mean, literally, exact. I mean, I don't know if she said it.
It's fucking Boston, New York shit is.
That's what happens when you only allow her to half participate. Jesus, she kept tuned in all the
come
time.
on, Kelly can say whatever she wants.
You're always fucking giving her tasks, treating her like
Boston,
a goddamn.
Fucking.
Well, there's not a task. What has she done?
She's taking pictures. She's doing like 3 people's jobs.
Oh, shut up.
Jesus Christ.
I really love when you hear Yannis.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Do you really?
No, I hate him.
Okay, yeah.
I hate him dogging on you with Boston.
Thank
Punch
you.
him in the face, Bobby.
You better. You goddamn.
Yeah,
you put a
goddamn
soda
right.
on me, I'll douche you right up.
Fucking-
Soda had a fucking career to leave me for. All right, you got a pen and a piece of paper and an apron and around 17 big pens.
Dogging on Boston. I mean, I've never been there per se, but
I mean, don't you think though,
Where
Phil?
people go to make it big.
Don't you think did that fuck you guys up there? That happened?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the whole it was outrageous. And I know the restaurant. Like I played the restaurant, and I know it was a brutal place. Always, people would just go up there and bomb. Like it was just one of those places that had comedy shows, and you're like, this isn't the place to do comedy. Like
Right,
it
yeah.
just. But I never saw the correlation between that and what you were saying about Tracy Morgan and all. Do you think that?
Well, look, man. Yeah, as soon as that happened and that was brought up, I mean, gays. You can't say. You're supposed to be able to say whatever you want in this creative fucking platform that once we're on stage and we're trying to find the funny. You're supposed to be able to take that route and go where it goes. Because I don't know where funny is sometimes. Go ahead. Nothing? Okay.
Nothing. Jesus.
All right, softball in the air.
wake up.
It's not over here.
Joe,
It sounded like I just made fun of myself because they couldn't see me pointing at you.
Yeah. Well,
Joe fucking hates me. This
he's doing a lot of
I just
visuals.
like you very much.
You do, right?
I came in. I was so happy to see you. Now I don't even know if I want to be friends.
You've been off since the beginning.
Now I don't even know if I want you to ignore my text anymore. You know what I mean? That's how.
Now it's
I love that.
It's never about the dishes. It's about something else. What's going
Hey,
on?
you know what's
Joe?
weird too is I think that Phil, before you came in, did somebody give you like a pep talk about the show?
Yeah, because he came in like ready to bust balls.
You came in
Joe, I made a
firing.
reference to it, and you fucking gave me the bandana for it. That's how I got the bandana.
Yeah, but why would you give? He's like a really nice guy, very
Really
funny.
nice, good
and then
looking.
you said, dude, you got to be in there, kid.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, Kelly's gonna look at you. Once the eyebrow goes up, you start shooting. You don't wait for him to shoot. You'll be dead. Phil, he's like, yeah, all right, I got it. Now look at me. You're American now. You're not Canadian. You have to fight like an American. What the fuck? He's a nice guy. We went at it toe to toe. He walks fucking firing missiles at me. Hey, fat fuck. Wish you had an Adam's apple? Fuck your country. Your mother's an asshole. Who's funny? I like him and not Bobby. It's my show.
It really is his show. I was misinformed, Bobby, and I'm glad we got past that.
Fucking asshole. Do me a favor. Don't give pep talks. Just let Phil come in. He's fine.
This is what he
To say the least.
He's playing you for a
he
fool.
did come in like that.
He's
you
like-
know you fucking warned him.
Got it in my head.
Come in shooting. It's crazy. Everyone's ball breaking.
Bobby just did that bit.
Look at me in the eye, kid. Phil, look at me. Look at me.
Someone should give you a pep talk. You just did Bobby's bit and interrupt everybody.
Well, we're just enjoying the good bits today. That's all we're doing.
He's the fucking Canadian Rickles, and he's playing you for a fool now. Second of all, whatever the fuck all. Ninth of all, you fucking... Your act out of him was the same fucking character you gave me.
Every time I'm here, Bobby almost dies once per podcast.
First of all,
You gave us both the same character. You're like, this is Phil talking to Joe. Get in there, kid. You're the best. This
sorry,
is Joe talking to
I'm
Phil.
gonna join the Upright Citizens Brigade tomorrow so I can work on my characters. Go fuck. I have 2 characters. This guy and then me. That's it. And they're very similar. I'm not fucking Giannis. I don't have outfits. Fucking asshole. Jesus Christ.
We like to. I said this is the
I want
pep
to call
talk.
this podcast Ninth of All.
This is what I told Phil in the pep talk. Right around the hour and 48 minutes mark, it gets funny.
Joe, do you really hate me? Do you upset?
I don't hate you. I just
God.
think that you're a douche. Hey, don't forget Earth Day, by the way. Make sure you don't
He
forget
holds
that.
on to anger though. When Joe gets angry, like won't say anything for an hour and everything's fine. Then you'll mention it an hour
Yeah.
later. What happened that made
Typical
you angry
Irish shit. Hold it in.
hold
Let
it
it out
in.
in a weird
From
way.
Boston.
Yeah,
Typical
from
Boston.
Hold it in, Joe.
Irish kid from Boston.
Can't wait till you have kids. Silent scorn your children.
I'm not having kids.
You're not going to have kids?
No, I feel bad about the mouth thing.
What's the mouth? Oh, your mouth. You don't want to. You don't want to pass that straw mouth on.
Bad teeth. I can't do it.
You don't get bad teeth. You got okay teeth.
I got horrible teeth.
They're not bad.
What's wrong with your mouth? Sorry to interrupt. What's wrong with your mouth?
Small.
I brought up on my own accord that I have like a small mouth, which is not really noticeable. You probably never noticed.
No, I've
or
never
thought
noticed that. No.
Yeah, I brought it up my own thing, and these guys just ran with it because
We get these small Cokes for Joe. It's not we're trying to be chic European. It's the only thing that can fit his mouth. The regular ones do.
Oh, is that an ongoing thing?
Yeah, it's been ongoing. But I brought it up on my own thing. It wasn't
I
like
didn't notice
like,
until I started doing this podcast. Ray mentioned it. Now I noticed it. Now I can't look at him without thinking about it.
I never noticed it because when you tried to open your mouth, like yeah, like the dentist hates him.
He's got a tiny mouth. Look, it's
When you did
never
that,
be gay.
when you
again,
tried to
Joe.
open, it looked okay. I've never noticed that. I don't think. I
if
think
he
you-
ever tried to do like smoke rings, they just look like Cheerios going in the air.
Yeah, like when the dentist goes, he's like, fuck, could you please open your mouth wider? He's like, no.
They got to clamp it open.
Unhinge you like a snake. By the way, couldn't you let his bomb just sit out there for a second? That Cheerio that got nothing.
It was a good
Came
joke,
in
though. It
too-
deserved something.
It wasn't
Saying
bad. I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I actually liked it.
That's why he
but-
didn't give me the fucking bandana.
No, because he interrupted the bomb. That
With a bomb.
should've just-
I had another bomb. I fucking stumbled through my mouth, little mouth joke, too. Why don't you settle down and let me take it?
Nuclear holocaust.
You actually stepped on me getting the bandana. You fucking impatient, nervous
We
Nelly.
should have shared it. Yeah.
Someone make a joke. That
All right, listen, man. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Well, anyways, I think it was just scary when that happened. And then Tracy Morgan happened. I think Tracy Morgan, what he said was ridiculous. But you have to be careful now. Everybody and their mother has what was 10 years ago cost you $3,000 and had to go to B&H to buy and learn how to use a video camera. It's in they've dummy proofed it to where it's in your pocket. You hit a button, you get high def video right in your pocket, and you can record it. And look, there's no way that I always see when I'm on stage, people with their phones out record video. What am I going to stop every fucking joke, dude? Can you put that away? That's not my. Now you have to worry about what you say because whatever you say, if you go off on a tangent some night or somebody pisses you off and you say you fucking cunt, and you're famous or on a PG-13 show or you have a network and they show a video of on TMZ going, you fucking cunt, shut the fuck up, or you punching somebody in the face, you're done. Your career's over.
They should have somebody at every club that goes around and takes people's cameras.
Absolutely. I've stopped before and said, "Can you not Yeah, because it just, I don't want, and my stuff always hits really, really hard, Bobby, but if joke bombed or if you tried something new or whatever, it'd be so funky to have that, and that's what people put on YouTube.
Yeah, because you don't know where the funny is yet, and you might say something that bombs.
Yeah.
And someone might take offense to it. I got in trouble, not in trouble. Someone took offense to my, I did my half-hour special. I did some fat shit, like I'm fat, and I was as big as I am now. And the lady sent me this big long letter. You're not, you should be ashamed of yourself. I have a sister that's obese. You're not even heavy. And I was like, what? This person was mad at me because I'm not fat enough. That's like crazy shit.
You'll always find someone to fucking say something.
It's people getting angry on behalf of someone else.
Yeah.
That's where it's always the worst. And that Tracy Morgan thing, I don't think there's any footage or any recording of what he said at all. There's nothing out there.
No, there's videotape of it. I've seen the videotape of Tracy Morgan.
Oh,
wasn't
is
it? Yeah, there was.
I thought it wasn't. I thought it was just recorded.
No, there was videotape of it. I don't think you can say there was videotape of it.
Are you sure?
Of that particular performance where someone...
You know what? I could be sure if Kelly has that iPad.
Yeah, no, it's not. The internet won't work. I'm sorry. I know. I've been trying all hour and a half, and it's just it's out. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure like that was.
You
the
know
thing,
what though? If you went to tweakedaudio.com
Ooh.
and bought some headphones for your iPhone, you can just hit that button.
That is a long bow, buddy. But well done.
Nice. You use the code word "dude," you get 33% off.
That was a nice segue.
Thank you. I think that there was actually video. I remember seeing it. It was audio or video. Something was recorded, and it was because I remember hearing it going, "Oof, oh fuck." But even so, the fact that you can be strung around this country for a group. I love gay people. I love gay rights. I'm for it. Get married. But if you can't. You have to be wary to say a gay joke, and the more popular you are, the more you're in danger of. That makes us filtered. That makes us not want to say shit. That sets us back 50 years to making everybody happy, everybody like our shit, and because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen to you on stage.
No, it's dangerous. It's a slippery slope. It's that fascist tendency that creeps in, and you always got to fight that.
Has it got something to do with like bullying, like what I was saying before, people getting angry on behalf of someone else? So now it's like bullying, where it's like, hey, we can't let bullying happen. We've got to stick up for other people. But it kind of crossed over some weird line where people aren't listening.
Yeah, but there's
imagine like that time. Speaking of not listening, like that time,
still making this personal between me and him.
In Brooklyn, when that girl ran up and punched you, imagine you just got banned from New York for that.
Matt, I've said that.
Yeah,
I said that. Are you kidding? Oh,
of course I'm kidding. You fucking asshole! Jesus.
Oh man!
Some of these are clearly not my fault.
Joe,
that one was way too. It's the timing.
It's a setup.
Joe,
we're past that already, Joe.
Was too long.
I fucking love you no matter what. Do not fucking get into. I'm with you, buddy.
I love seeing him flustered today.
That was a great one.
Because usually he's just knocking it out of the park like Jordan. Today's like a Kurt Rabbit.
I think it's a
night.
shitty crowd.
He's got to hustle for some balls.
I really do. I think it's a bad fucking crowd.
I think you're getting outshined by Hanley. To be honest with you,
I think
that's something that everyone in this room.
Yeah, I feel outshined by.
I think you just brought in your replacement. I think you're a little nervous about it.
Dan and Joe, I'll replace them both.
Yeah.
Me and Bobby. Just you and Bobby and Kelly.
Phil, how are you doing about doing some bad voices?
Hey.
Go.
Yeah, no, I don't do.
What's your Macho Man like?
I've seen Dan's Macho Man's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, let's not get carried away.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Who can't do that? Yeah. Who can't?
Oh yeah. You want to go into the place to be?
I know
It's a
two
Macho
people who
Man
can't do it.
Indian right there.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. I don't think we're not trying to solve any problems here, but I just was that freaked me out. That Canadian shit freaked me the fuck out.
I can't believe it happened in Canada, man.
Hey, no, right?
It's more of like something you'd think would happen in San Francisco or something like that.
I would not. Why San Francisco? Nah,
just because you got to be. Everyone's very,
Vancouver's really PC.
Yes, is it
Yeah,
very
yeah,
PC?
yeah, very PC,
Because
yeah.
San Francisco's very PC in that way. Yeah.
Well,
because it's very granola in Vancouver,
It's particularly that neighborhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like it is.
You looking at my text, Bobby? Is Bobby responding?
Hello. Yeah, he's doing a podcast right now. He can't fucking talk. Will you stop calling?
Who is that?
It's fucking the #1 comedy club in New York City, voted by 4 people.
8 people, Bobby.
All right, you raspy, deep Italian voiced asshole. He'll be there in a couple minutes to headline the 20 minutes. Goodbye, Chris. That's Chris from the stand's been fucking calling you. What do you got to fucking? You got to headline this one? They just got voted #1 comedy club in the city. Small comedy club or new comedy club?
No, #1 comedy club.
Oh, well, apparently you fucking work for them, don't you?
I kind of do, yeah.
Well, you're sitting atop the #1 comedy club, voted by the fucking people.
Well, yeah.
We're the people's champ over here at the Comedy Cellar.
I don't think that clubs are. I think it's the comics that make the clubs good. So
Really?
Cellar's good because of the comics.
Okay. All right, well, apparently the stand's good because of the comics too. Then
Yeah. Well, I'm there a lot, so that helps.
there you go.
I just pulled a Hanley.
Phil, where?
Arrogant.
I feel like
I feel like Joe's just pissed.
No, Joe's not pissed.
Joe, you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I gotta get going soon.
We gotta
'cause
go.
I'm on a different club.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Where
What
you
club
at?
are you at?
Oh, funny you should ask. I'm at Stand Up New York, Caroline's, and the Comedy Cellar tonight.
Wow.
Oh, look at this.
Talk about pulling a Hanley.
Thanks, everybody. you don't work those 3 clubs.
What show are you doing at Caroline's?
I don't
like
know.
a-
Just Caroline's.
Well, congratulations, Joe.
Thanks, buddy.
I only want the best for you.
Thanks, Giannis. I appreciate it. I love
right.
I love your city.
Giannis, what do you got, man? Let's.
Oh, he's fucking.
He's fucking
Dude.
not gonna let it go, dude.
He's not letting these guys.
What do you mean? I love your city. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, you're
Nah.
being sarcastic.
Yeah.
You fuck.
I'm not being sarcastic. New York. I want to say
You're
New
not
York's
gonna
the
leave
best.
this. You're not leaving this podcast
It's the
hating
best.
me, Joe.
It's the best city in the world, and I moved here, and it's.
you guys-
I think it's crazy to make
There
an
you
argument
go.
that there's a better city than this
There
one.
you go. Thank you.
I think the argument that Boston sucks is just more insane, though.
But that's because you're from there and you got to defend it.
No,
Boston doesn't suck.
It's a beautiful city.
No, it's a great city.
It's a great
absolute
city.
wonderful place.
And you hate Philly too, right?
No, they're both really, really, really
And
great
you said
cities.
Miami's full of spics.
Yeah.
That
San
was fucked
Francisco
up.
was full of fags.
That was weird
I'm totally
that you
gonna-
said that.
Guys, that was off air.
Yeah, but
Come on.
you wrote that on the
was-
table in
No.
Sharpie, and then you drew a little Miami little thing on the map.
Yes.
Do your St. Louis is filled with N-words bit.
Yeah.
Can I get my
go
phone?
do the "We Get It" Jews bit. Do that one.
Can I get my phone?
Oh, what a douche.
Don't give it
Ask
to
for
him.
his phone so we can find out what he has to plug. He's got so much stuff in there.
He does have a lot.
Whoa.
Look, man. That's why we do the show. He came in for nothing.
Oh, like
That's
you
what-
didn't just plug your 3 fucking spots tonight to try to
Yeah.
rub them in my face. I got 2 spots
Yeah,
tonight.
but he didn't,
okay.
this podcast isn't coming
Rough.
up
No,
for
his
2
spots were
weeks.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they were 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. You asked where I was working. Rub it in your face. That's very, very, very self-centered that you think what I say has to do with
Giannis,
you.
you got some.
Hang
I
on
just
one
can't
second.
figure out your energy today, Joe. You were all over the place.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I don't know. I thought you were serious. I didn't know you were joking because your jokes are.
You know
hard
where
to-
you're gonna be?
It's hard to tell what your jokes are today.
I know where you're going to be. I hope.
Yeah.
April 22nd at the Creek in the Cave Earth Day show.
I'll be there.
It's going to be a big one.
I'll be
It's
there.
going to be a hot one.
I'll be there for you, Joe.
Don't blow me off now.
I will not blow you up.
Are you
I
guys
love
good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, fuck.
You should take him
That
to go
sucks.
see Alan with you.
Huh?
Go take him to see Alan.
Joe's one of my favorite people in the world.
You go to
and
Alan?
one of my favorite. I go to Alan. Yeah.
Get the fuck.
Changed my life.
What day?
Mondays.
I go Tuesdays.
I usually have to follow Gulman. I always ask him how the crowd is.
That's a tough one. I used to have
Are
to.
they tight in there?
I used to have to follow Di Stefano.
Oh, that is the tough one,
That's
yeah.
just me going up after me.
Dude, he was seeing Mike DiStefano.
Yeah.
And he died. It must have fucking been weird when he died for
It
him.
was weird for everybody.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
And wasn't Rick Shapiro
Oh, they do.
following you?
Rick Shapiro came out one day before me. And I actually was like, can I just come back in an hour? Because Shapiro was like, come on, sweating. Fucking grabbing shit.
Alan is the best, dude. He is so good at his job.
He really is.
He really is just good at it. He knows what he's doing. He just loves what he does.
For all you people know, a lot of comics go to the same therapist in New York City. And he's from the Lower East Side. Fucking, he's crazy himself. Him and his wife do
Beverly.
therapy. And they do it on a scale. So that means, if you don't know what that means, it means I can pay for it and Kelly can pay for it at the same time.
Yeah.
Depends on what you make. So
No,
I can.
I pay. Yeah, he says the same thing for me.
Speaking of which, I only see Beverly like once a month now. And the last time I went there, her coffee cup was Jessamae's coffee cup.
Yeah, my girlfriend goes to see his wife, which is funny because sometimes we'll go together and she'll be right next door.
Yeah.
And it's like,
My wife used to go too, but she stopped going. We actually did couples therapy once, and then she started crying, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. Fuck, that's unfair. You know, for me to cry, I have to see a baby be beheaded, and kicked in the cunt. I can't. And you just cry, and once my wife cries, I'm done. You win. I don't care if I catch her sucking somebody's dick. I must have did something wrong. If she's crying, I'm sorry, but there was the only dick around, and I just get very sad. So I was like, we need to just go separate. And then she stopped going because she's fucking okay.
Was she seeing Beverly too?
She was seeing Beverly, yeah. And then I made Alan switch rooms too. He took me into he has this dark, fucked up room with shitty, depressing art from a former client. And I painted him a painting because he was like, you should get a hobby. And I was like, well, I'll paint. I used to paint. All right, that's good. And I painted him my first painting and I gave it to him. Nowhere to be seen. No. And then I made him put it up. It's in, if you go in the 3 heads in the hallway across from the bathroom, fucking RK.
That's you?
I made him put that up.
I can't remember, but I will look.
Well, bring down your expectations. It's not fucking Picasso.
But how did you make him put it up? You were like, look, put my...
I said, fucking, you get this depressing ass face up.
Put it up?
And I was like, put my fucking art up. I painted that for you. And then he was like, all right, I'll put it up. It's at the house. Relax.
Yeah, does he ask politely?
So anyways, I made him switch rooms too. I'm back to the sunny room with windows.
He only does one room, doesn't he?
Not anymore, motherfucker.
You make him go to Beverly's room?
That's not Beverly's room. That was his room to begin with. She switched it up, and now I go because that room has.
That room is nicer than his fucking room.
It's got sun coming in. It's a bigger room. I went in the first day back. We went in the other room for a year. Yeah. The first day back, I got tears.
Right.
Yeah, we brought up some shit, and it came out. I'm like, see, I'm crying. I'm like, isn't this a better room?
Yeah.
I can fucking open up more in here because of the sun and.
Yeah,
Jesus.
He's got me crying a few times. I like when does he hand you the tissues when you start crying and just go like that?
Have you made him cry?
No.
I've done that.
Well, he tears up.
You said no.
Holy
no,
shit.
No,
you
he
said
cry.
no.
I've seen him get teary.
All right, you got to go to the bathroom?
I got to go to the bathroom and go also.
All right, let's wrap this up. Go to the bathroom and come back, Joe. Do your plugs real quick.
April 22nd, The Creek in the Cave. 22, Earth Day benefit. Yannis Pappas, Ted Alexandro, Gary Gulman, special guests. All goes to a good cause, and at Joe List Comedy.
All right, go ahead. Go to the bathroom.
Right, I love you all.
All right, good. And Giannis?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love it if you guys could come out if you're listening to the Miami Improv from the 15th to the 17th, Chicago from 22nd to the 24th of March, Hollywood Improv April 4th, Ontario Improv April 5th and 6th, Irvine on the 7th, Pittsburgh 19th to the 21st, and Hartford Funny Bone on May 3rd to the 5th. Thank you, guys.
And so you work in the improvs now?
A couple of them.
And that's just you?
It's no, it's me and the characters. Both characters and me will be there.
Okay, okay, great. That's great, dude. Good for you.
Thanks, man.
So that means Erin loves you.
I don't know if she loves me. She's like, she knows I'm doing numbers, so I guess she's like, we'll give it a go.
But good for you. That's good. She's a good broad.
All right.
You know, that's good that you're working all the clubs.
I'm getting on the road, which is good. You know,
good for
see
you,
what's
man.
out there.
Get it out there, man. Let people get more fans. That's great.
Yeah.
Phil, where are you going to be, buddy?
When does this come out?
This is coming
18th.
out. Yeah.
Oh, the 18th. Oh, okay. I was going to plug something for the 13th.
Oh, it's already happened, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's terrible.
It already happened.
Good thing happened.
What do you have the 13th? What happened on the 13th? Did it go well?
It went.
Where was it?
Went really well. It was at the Punchline in San Francisco, and I was headlining, and it was kind of a big deal for me. So
you know what?
Thanks
you know what we'll do, Phil? Here what we'll do. Ready?
Yeah.
We'll do a little promo after this that we'll put in front of this Mondays.
Oh, that's wicked.
How's that?
That's really cool.
I love. That's one of my favorite clubs in the world.
Yeah, same. It's so good.
What's her name? Molly.
Molly. Yeah.
Will you tell her I said hi?
I will for sure. And I'll tell her that you plugged it on the.
Please. And I love. She's awesome. They don't use me anymore. Something happened with that club, and it might be my agents or something happened weird. But I used to play there once a year at that club. I like that club because it's so. It's like New York. But tell her she's the best. She's awesome. It's one of the greatest clubs in the country.
Yeah, it's
that club.
my favorite in the States.
So we'll do a little plug after that.
Oh, sweet, cool.
So all these people who listen in San Francisco, make sure you go see him. You make sure you saw him by the time you heard this. Kelly, what do you got?
I've got a new website coming out, kellyfastuca.com. But also I'm going to be in the Jersey City Comedy Festival in the first week of April.
Right.
And then follow the handles, the YKWD podcast handles on Facebook and Twitter for photos and videos. I want to get a photo of Joe before he leaves, though.
I got to leave.
Well, he's got to go. Let him go. We'll get a photo of us. That's fine.
Okay.
We'll just throw Joe in.
Bye, Joe. We love you.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for having me. I love you. Is this mic on?
Yeah, it's on, man. They're all on. I keep them all on.
Bye, everybody.
All right, guys. Take it easy, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Guys, thanks for coming on. Giannis, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Phil,
man.
it's good to have you in.
Thank you very much.
Next time, I'm sorry that he gave you some fucking rogue pep talk. To come in here firing.
Yeah.
And, shooting. You just come in.
Yeah, I was misinformed.
It's all right. I think we worked it out.
I feel we worked it out.
Very funny, man.
Oh, thank you very much. I was super excited to be here. So
yeah, man. Please come back. All right. And Kelly.
Hi, mate.
All right, enough with him. Let him go.
No, I was just.
What?
I was telling you if he needs a hand for his Earth show that I'll help him out with stuff that he needs.
Oh God.
You're so nice, Kelly.
You know what? Can you do that fucking?
You're one of the nicest people. You too. Your guys are. I can understand
Shut
why
the fuck up, Giannis. Listen to me. Joe, I'll see you later.
Bye, Joe.
Peace, Joe.
All right, Joe, just leave. You just open it. Bend over, you fucking giant.
No.
Just go down, bend over. Oh, Kelly's trying to fucking. Kelly's not nice. She's a schmoozer.
No, she
tried to get on the fucking Earth show twice. You haven't heard it.
Nah,
he's
she's
doing.
good-hearted.
Shut your face. I know her. She's on this show because she schmoozed me. Listen, she when he was mentioning who's on the show, she went, and Kelly Fastuca?
Yeah,
and I went, you're on the show? She went, no.
No.
She's trying to subliminally fuck my friend Joe.
No.
Hold on. And then when he's leaving, if you guys need help, if you guys need posters, if you guys need to do a rally, well, she's fuck you. We just put her on the show.
Well, what do you expect her to do? She came all the way from Australia trying to have a career. She's supposed to schmooze a little bit.
This? Just put her on the show.
You're on this like anti-schmoozing thing. Everybody's got to have a career. Not everybody's as fucking famous as
are
you are.
Fucking nuts, dude? I'm doing a free podcast above a comedy club.
Your podcast is popular. You've been in fucking
dude.
Everybody, you're a guy people look up to.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fucking. I'm still doing Facebook ads for money. I got nothing.
You're one of the funniest comics.
I'm not selling out.
You're doing pretty good.
I do all right, but I'm not selling out. It's a slow fucking grind.
You're in fucking. You got a new FX thing. You're fucking all over the place.
That F thing got fucking failed. It's
but
gone.
you got picked for it.
That's true.
Your train is coming.
Oh God.
I remember when I was first starting comedy. I was watching you on the fucking Tourgasm show. You were the funniest thing on that show.
If anybody brings that up again, I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna jump off a bridge.
But you were funny on that.
Even though I have a fear of heights, I'm gonna fucking jump off a fucking bridge.
Joe would never book me when he's
fucking Tourgasm. Dude, how's your knee? Oh God, 7 years ago, I had hair. Please stop. I had a goatee with no gray in it. Just stop.
Yeah, but it
stop bringing up Tourgasm.
I'm just saying.
I need something else.
It's coming.
I need another Tourgasm.
Dude, this podcast is a great thing for you. It's popular.
It's popular.
It got popular because it's soda, but it's still popular.
It really did. And Joe and you. I've done nothing.
There's going to be a spike.
You snuck that in. You didn't even see it coming. It was just a curveball. Just like a boom.
I mean, the kid's good. What are you going to do, Bobby?
He's good. Now, you got
to team up with the young guns.
I'm going to take him down. I'm taking him down.
I'm kind of excited for you taking him down.
I can't take him down.
Nothing you could do.
He could actually take me down now.
He could just stop doing the podcast.
Soda can make a phone call and just take me down.
All he has to say is no, and this podcast is over.
Yeah, you can pull a Mancia and get my agent to dump me.
Yeah, hi, Gnome.
Fuck
He's
me.
done upstairs. Done.
I love doing this podcast.
I love when you're on, and I'm glad Phil came in. It's good to get some new blood in here. He's vicious, and he's a sniper. He's a sniper.
Yeah. Like our old friend Nate.
Yeah, he's like Nate Bargatze. Yeah. He snipes it in.
I'll tell you, Phil's very funny, man. And the thing that's deceptive about him is he's kind of like a one-liner comic, but he has like exceptional crowd work. So it's like you wouldn't expect it. Yeah. He works a crowd.
Are you schmoozing? Is that showbiz? Is you teaching her?
No, I mean he got nothing to give me. So
I will say.
What about friendship?
Just came here from Canada. No, but I'm not schmoozing with him. I'm saying he's a very funny guy.
I will say.
That's very nice.
Phil, I've seen like 3 March Madnesses at Caroline's. Phil's was when it was at 2 minutes or something. One of the best sets I've ever seen.
Oh wow!
Phil annihilated the boy, and every comic that was standing in the back, we all just put our arms up and did like the Mark Norman. We went, "Oh God!" Do you remember that one? We were against the Marine, and he went first.
Oh yeah.
That was it. Was
thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
Amazing the way you just snuck it in there.
Schmoozing? Is she smooching?
No.
It's literally a fucking.
It was a really good moment.
We're just jerking.
Hey, do me
Phil
a
off.
favor, yeah. Can you come in my mouth? Just shoot it over here, Phil. I started it too. I'm like, Phil, I'm glad you're on. It was a great. And then you started sucking it, and then Kelly grabbed it out of your fucking mouth and slapped it on her fucking tongue, and then just jizz it on my. We get it. Phil's the shit.
I told you to punch Yannis in the face for bagging out Boston. I was on your side. Fuck New York.
Fuck you and your Green Day show. Fuck the Earth. How's that?
That's Joe List's show.
I'm having a Fuck the Earth show on that same day.
You should.
Yeah.
Never ever book me.
Listen.
Never in a million years.
Listen. Stop
Joe,
making
he doesn't
it.
think I'm funny at all. He would never book me in a million years.
That's you're lying. You're being dishonest.
What?
Oh my God! Look at you! Don't lie to me. I will not let you be dishonest.
Joe,
you
never,
and you will not fucking give up trying. That's you.
Yeah, but that's
you,
personal vendetta.
You listen. Fuck you with you. He'll never book me. So that's why. No, you want him to book you.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. And you trying to get him to book you on that show. Why don't you just say, Joe, I want on the fuck. Stop with your fucking little schmoozing shit. Just say, Joe, I want on the show. And have him go, no, or have him go, I'll see what I can do. Stop looking for a maybe and get a fuck you no or get a yes.
I would never ask because I already know you'd say no. But I do know something's important to him. That's why I said I'd help him. Because he's spoken to me about it a few times.
Oh, Phil.
Phil, help us, Phil.
Were you done complimenting me? It sounded like there was more. It sounded like there was
I can't
more.
remember what you actually. You're somebody else.
Because if you're done,
I can't remember who you were.
it was Giannis or
I know. I knew I was gonna like Phil when he walked in. It's just Joe's pep talk. He really came in and go, "Hey, Fatso, what's up, dumb boy?"
No,
I heard you go to high school.
I thought I didn't know what was going. I thought it was like a.
Easily tell what he'd said to you right before.
I know, right? He
When
came
you
in
walk
with a fucking pep talk.
No, because I really liked the podcast. I was excited to be here, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's like a ball busting thing, and then it felt like I was running. You know, when you're running down a hill and your legs are moving faster than. I was like, we're gonna do this for 2 hours.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's not. It's funny. We do get into it, but there's This conversation.
Yeah, there was no foreplay, and it was.
It was no good.
That would have been.
I think that was your fault, though. There was no foreplay because you came in like, "Hey, what's up, fat?" You just went.
No,
at
I
him.
did not.
You were like,
Yeah, you
Joe was
attacked
like,
these-
Joe was just like, he's the host. Just go right at him as soon as you get in, so everybody else gets the message.
But can I blame myself for a second, though? Because I'll tell you why. Physically, you should. Physically, I should be attacked. I look like I'm gonna go. Hey, fuck, cunt, sit down. You fucking.
No, you look like King Kong Bundy. You don't look like.
No, I don't know if that hurts. I don't know if that was a compliment. I don't know what.
You know, no one else needs to say
I need
that.
to get glasses. Is what I need to do so I can fucking calm people down.
I don't know how it started, but you
attacked the fact that he couldn't see his own Adam's apple. And as
No,
part
that
of
was
Team
in the
Barbie,
middle. That
I
was-
didn't appreciate
I don't
that.
know how it started, but I will say that
I'll tell you.
it was really nice of Joe to have invited me. Like I was glad. I
Good,
was
man.
really happy that Joe invited me. Yeah.
There's nothing more than people. I get shit on the show a lot. Why won't you have your fucking friends on, like Keith and Norton and but those guys? It's like I love those guys, but first of all, they're not going to come on, and second of all, there's nothing. I love exposing people. I love the fact I would have never known about you. I knew about you before, but I never knew you existed. I love having new people on the show and exposing my fans, the people that love this show, to new people and different types of people. I don't have just my style of comedy on this show. That's why I fucking love it. I have fucking aggressive assholes. I have nerds. I have city guys. I have black, white, fucking women, whatever. I love the fact, and I love that there's all newer comics on the show that people who know me might not know them. That's my favorite part about this show, is that every week it's somebody different, but there's a bunch of regulars, and once you're on, you're kind of a regular, you can come the fuck back on again. You know what I mean? So that, I've actually had people say you're just afraid to have your friends on because they're funnier than you or something. It's like, are you stupid? Those are my friends. I've been hanging out with them for 15 years on O&A and shit like that. I love having new people on.
Why do you think they wouldn't do it? They wouldn't do the
Dude,
show?
first of all,
they're just busy, right?
Look, man, to go and say, Louis, you want to do I don't have to. Look, man, I don't have time.
Right.
This is a hard thing to do once a week, twice a week, to put out a show for nothing.
Right.
And if I was getting 200,000 downloads a week, and this could actually really sell out a room for one of those guys, I could see doing it. But it does help. I mean, the best thing I hear is when Joe or Dan or myself, you're at a show and people are like, dude, I heard you on the YK, the show. I love you on the podcast. That's why I love that they get this for free. They make them laugh in their fucking cube. I can show you all the letters I get from people thanking us.
And it's building. It's building.
It's fucking
Still
definitely
building.
It's absolutely building. But my main point is that I love new guys on. So I'm glad you came on.
Oh, cool. Thank you. And again, thank you for having me.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get you to finishing. I'm trying to get you to finish on my face.
Oh, right. Okay.
Phil.
Yeah, he's fucking now.
Well, stop
Boom.
talking so much. I gotta
Phil,
concentrate.
let me ask you a question. If
Yes.
I kick Kelly off the show, would you be able to do this once a week?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Only if you kick her off.
Kelly, see you later. Oh, God, I wish I wanted to fuck you. I have not one.
How could you not?
Not one sexual urge to fucking even
How
do
is
anything.
that possible?
I don't know. She's cute. She's adorable.
Kelly is really pretty.
Yeah, but
Very pretty.
not
Objectively, I'm not. You're like, that is a pretty face right
does
now.
not one thing for me.
And
There's-
the body's good. There's nothing wrong.
There's a smell I get from wanting to fuck her, like a smell that I.
Same smell you get when you smell a dead person.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think about fucking her, and then I
could you not
smell
wanna
this.
fuck her?
This smell.
Because I was thinking you guys work together a lot. Like when you're up here alone, you never it never crosses your mind.
No, I think somebody put a voodoo thing on me because I think of her and it makes me I smell awfulness. I can because she's pretty, she's gorgeous, but God forbid. And that's what if I get shredded again and I get abs and I somehow.
I think she would be she would give a really good, you'd be caring. Was that good?
Do
you want me to do it this way?
Easy.
Can I say something?
No, but you'd be very caring. You'd be like, you want me to clean it up? You want me
what
to?
I'm doing.
Yeah.
Can I say
do you want to
something?
do it again? Can I do it that way? What can I do better?
Giannis, do you know how awesome it would be?
I'm getting a chub.
For me to be married, having a kid coming on, and to have Kelly. If I had any inkling of, look, I wrote a book on cheating, right?
Yeah.
If I could have Kelly as my dick sucker, after the show, everybody, hey Phil, hey, yeah, I see you, and then she's like, hey, Big Daddy, I'm gonna suck that dick now. Good show.
Right.
You know what I mean? How awesome that would be.
Perfect.
Well, the good thing is that the reason why I met you is because you were trying to get over your hatred for the Australian accent.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah,
So
if she
hate my voice so much.
Yeah, the
that's
fact
never gonna...
if she was like, hey, you want me to suck your dick? I'd smell that smell and it would get away from me.
You smell the smell.
Whatever the smell is.
It's like that Woody Allen movie. He smells sulfur every time. You ever guys see that?
Yeah.
Deconstructing Harry.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm glad I don't want to fuck you, Kelly.
Okay.
I want nothing to do with you.
She's great on the show, though. There's good chemistry between you guys, and she's like Robin to your Stern or something. Oh, that was horrible.
You end it there, buddy.
I hope you get shot again. I really do. I hope that happens tonight. I hope on the way home you're walking with Phil and they just shoot you, and Phil just goes, well, whatever, and then Phil takes the money out of your pocket as you die.
All right.
As long as the flies are okay.
All right, guys, thanks for coming on. YKWD. Go to riotcast.com for 12 of the fucking best, most unique, interesting podcasts on the internet, and get our app, Riotcast app on iTunes. Android beta is coming soon, and get my app, the Robert Kelly Live app on iTunes, and the app for Android is coming for that soon too. Fuck me. Go to all our sponsors, please. Amazon, Gamefly, Tweaked Audio, and go. If you guys are podcasters, I get all these emails all the time. You want to take? How do we do a podcast? What do we do? How do you set it up? What mics do you use? Go to BlueMicrophone.com. Buy one of their Sparks or their Yetis. Stick it in. It's a USB microphone condenser. It does all kinds of shit. Turn it on and then just yap into your fucking stupid microphone from BlueMicrophone.com. They're a big supporter of the show, and their microphones are insane. So go there if you want to start your own podcast. It's very cheap. They have cheap microphones, but they're really good. Start your own podcast and never send it to me. Thank you.
Hey, make sure you support our sponsors. That's right, you son of a bitches. We have sponsors, kid. Make sure you go to riotcast.com/Robert Kelly. Go to the website and buy all your goods, your needs, your tech stuff, whatever the fuck it is, off of Amazon.com. But use our link. Because every time you use our link, whatever it is, we make money. You support the show for nothing. Stuff you're going to get anyways. So make sure you do that. Go to our page on Riotcast and use our link. And go to Gamefly.com/YKWD. Get a 2-week free subscription to Gamefly. It's the Netflix of video games. If you play video games, why spend $60 every friggin' month on a game that you're going to be done with in a couple weeks? Or maybe a couple days if you're a friggin' lunatic like some of you. Just go to Gamefly.com and use it that way. It's a perfect way to game. You can keep the games after if you want to, return them and get a brand new one. Gamefly.com/YKWD. And make sure you, if you want to, click the donate button. $1, $5, $20,000, whatever you got. You can donate to the show. All goes back into the show, like Heather Graves. Constantly donate to the show. Thank you. And you know, you guys out there, we love you for doing that. Thanks for supporting the show that way. Actually giving us cash, which is great. But here's another way you can do it. tweakedaudio.com. They're a sponsor of the show, sponsor of the network. Great headphones, 33% off. Go to tweakedaudio.com right now. Use the code word DUDE, and you get 33% off already cheap headphones. And when I say cheap, I don't mean quality. The quality's great. I have a pair, and you know me. I'm a tech guy. I have 3 pairs. They're great gifts for people. You know you lose these headphones all the time. You leave them on a car, a train, bus, in a hotel room, at work. Get a few pairs. Buy them for your girl. Buy them for your wife, your friends. Put one in your bag. Put one in your pocket. Have one at work. Go right now. You can't not go. Because they're so cheap, price-wise, such good quality headphones. And you get 33% off. tweakedaudio.com. Use the code word DUDE when you buy, and you get 33% off and free shipping. So there you go. Make sure you support our sponsors, and thanks a lot, guys.
You know